Don't talk about it. Let's talk about it. Yeah. Get in here, we in here tonight. So get in here, we in here to vibe.
Hey, everybody. Let me know if you can hear me. Hello, hello. Let me know if you can hear my voice. And if you don't mind hitting that thumbs up button for your girl, hit that thumbs up button right outside the chat, like on the front page. Okay, thank you, Cassie. I was going to talk about the young lady that the 31-year-old mom that shot her 4 children. But since the story is still developing and not a whole lot out there besides, that's what she did. Shot all 4 of her children, and 2 is now deceased and 2 survive. And she claimed that they were all like possessed or, they were dead to her, and that they, you know, she said they all was of the devil or something like that. They don't know a whole lot. Like, it's still developing. They trying to find out, is this lady, is she psycho? Like, is she out of her mind or whatever? So not a whole lot is out there. So let's let the story develop a little bit more, and I will bring more to you, okay, about that story. But I want to get into about Miss Season, because I did go and listen to a lot of her video, not the entire video, but I listened to enough to make me want to come live about it, if you know what I mean. Thank you, Lisa, so much for that membership. Appreciate you. And if you guys want to tip me through this live stream, feel free to do so. You guys can send super chat, you can send a cash app, or you can send coffee. Okay. And one of the moderators will drop the coffee link, or it's in the description of this video. Okay. So I appreciate anything that you guys give. And, you know, that's if you're enjoying the live stream. So anyway, she said, y'all, I got a notification, but late. Oh, okay. Yeah, sometimes YouTube takes a minute to send out notifications. So I'm not going to play Miss Season live, but I did take some quotes from her live, okay, that I do want to go over. And y'all see the title. It says, she let LaTruth play on her top, but claims she set strong boundaries. And those were her words. She didn't say, I let LaTruth play on my top, but she says, I let people think that they are playing on my top, okay? But we're going to go into that, but we're also going to break down some other things that she said that had me side-eyeing her, okay? Like the one that she talks about accountability, all right? So she did a live on Facebook and YouTube yesterday, okay? Um and she said something like, it is what it is, or something to that effect. Now, we've been saying, thank you, Miss Big Sis Glenn, for the super chat. We've been saying for weeks now, or actually months, we've been saying for months that she's shading LaTruth. Okay, because we know that over here, that that's what she's doing. Now, of course, she wants to try to say, no, I'm speaking in general, this, that, and the other. The lady is a liar. Okay, she's an absolute liar. She's a liar, and she's trying to save face. So, of course, she's not going to come out and say who she's talking about, but you literally have to be brain dead to not know that this lady is talking about her past relationship. You want to know why? Because when we're out of a bad relationship, like we're past it, we're healed from it, and this, that, and the other, like relationships from the past, we don't tend to make that our topic of discussion. You understand what I'm saying? We don't reminisce on those days. We reminisce on the last person that we were with, okay? And everybody knows she was hurt by that relationship. How do we know she was hurt? Well, one, this is somebody that she said she would marry, okay? She literally said that she would marry this person, and now they're not together. So you know she's hurting. She can't fake the funk and be like, oh, I'm not hurt by it. She's absolutely hurt by it. Okay, we know that. So this ain't no, oh, this is from my 20s relationship I'm talking about, or my 30s or my 40s. This is a recent experience that she is sharing. But she want to make it seem like it's general. It's not general. Because if it was general, she would have been speaking on this while she was with Robert instead of running a troll page and bashing his ex-wife. Okay. So that's how we know 100% that she is referring to Robert. All right. Now, let's talk about it. All right. Let's talk about it. We want to talk about, we want to break down quite a few things that she said in this latest live that she did. Okay. Where she feels like, oh, God sent me. This is not something that I want to do. This is something that I was called to do, and all this stuff. Basically, she's still dealing with rejection, but she's dealing with it the best way she know how. Now, let me back up a little bit and give you my reasons of why she's doing it. Well, because of she was publicly rejected from LaTruth. Now, we all know a lot of people do not deal with rejection well. To be honest with you, I used to be one of those persons. I used to couldn't stand being rejected. So I will reject you before you reject me. Rejection is a motherfucker. Child rejection will have you walking around with a flashlight. You understand what I'm saying? It'll have you questioning, is it really you that you looking at in the mirror? Rejection will mess up your head, okay? It really will. Until you realize your worth. Once you realize your worth, you can deal with rejection better, right? And what I mean by that, when you realize your worth, you don't look at it as rejection. You look at it as I dodged a bullet, okay? His loss or their loss. Because it's not always a he in the situation, it's a they. Because it may be a friend that rejected you, okay? It may be your parents that rejected you. It may be your kids that rejected you. So it's not always in a relationship, a love relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, husband and wife. It can be any type of relationship. But rejection, yes, she said it would mess you up mentally. Ooh, it would do you in if you let it. If you let it. So let's start there first. This is the reason why she's doing what she's doing, okay? Is because of the public rejection by LaTruth. Not just the rejection, but the rejection and the embarrassment. Okay, she is embarrassed. And I don't know if Dez is in here, but I went to go listen to Dez and Oliver live earlier. And you guys were making some really, really good points. Really, really, really good points. So I appreciate that. If you have not went and checked out that live, you may want to go over there. It's on Des with the T page. She was speaking somewhat of this earlier. Okay. So anyway, again, she's doing this because of public rejection, public shame, and embarrassed by LaTruth. She's looking at it like, God dang, this dude totally embarrassed me. And I let him. I'm supposed to be this classy woman. I'm supposed to be this woman of standards. I'm supposed to be this woman of boundaries, right? I'm supposed to be this woman of God. And I let this man play on my top. Okay. We're going to get to that in a minute about the plan on the top. We're going to come back to that. Okay. So what's really happening here? She invested in LaTruth not only emotionally, but financially as well. Okay. Now she may try to say, oh, I didn't pay for nothing, this, that, and the other. Oh, yes, she did. Because even, not trying to throw her name in anything, but Toya even asked, okay, that not asked, but told us that she asked, hey, y'all want me to pay for your food and this, that, and the other. So she was definitely paying, investing financially into him. Okay. All right. So she invested in him emotionally and financially. All right. She believed that she was his new lady. No matter how you want to slice it, dice it, no matter what words you want to call it, skit, friends, uh, acquaintanceship, whatever you want to call it, she thought that she was the new lady after Brianna. She thought that she was the new lady. If I'm not mistaken, I think that she, on her Sage in the City page, referenced herself a time or two as the next Miss LaTruth or something like that. You know what I'm saying? In one of them text messages, not text, but posts, I remember her saying something like, I don't know word for word, but she mentioned something about being Mrs. LaTruth. Okay. So again, she literally thought that she was the leading lady. Okay. He denied her publicly, calling their relationship a skit. He pillow talked and said that she was a transaction and a booking fee. That hurt her feelings. Okay. Because she was out here jumping up and down saying, my man, my man, my man. And he didn't claim her like that. That is humiliating. And not only did he do it in a small area, he did it in front of a large audience, the same audience, right? That she helped him weaponize. He weaponized this audience against his ex-wife. Now he used the same audience that she helped recruit. He using the same audience to basically deny her. That is humiliating. Very much humiliating. And he's not stopping there. If you catch LaTruth on TikTok or Snapchat, he is still low-key dragging her, because people would come over in the comments and say things like, what happened to you and Mrs. Season? Miss Season said that you are a liar and this, that, and the other. And he immediately take offense. And he says things like, like we played the other day. Oh, when you see people talking about me like that, just know that they're doing it for the views. They're doing it to make money. They need me. I don't need them. I have never dated anybody since my divorce. That wasn't we weren't in no relationship. That was a skit. Y'all need to understand. Stop believing everything that y'all see online. This stuff just be skits. He downplayed their relationship, their love, if it was any, right? I do believe that she probably was in love with this joker, right? Downplayed it. Let me tell you something. Being disowned by somebody that you basically said, I can marry this man. I will marry him. He's the type of man that I would marry. And not one time this man has came out and even acknowledged that they were even a couple. A couple. He hasn't even said, we tried it and it didn't work. At least he can give her that. At least he can give her that, but he's not even giving her that. He's not even saying, we tried it, we talked about it, and it didn't work. He literally saying she was nothing more than a skit. He downplayed her all the way to a skit is a pretend thing, okay? Make believe. She was nothing more than a make-believe person to him. Make-believe. It was all for the camera, for money. A skit brings money. That's the transaction that he was talking about. She was nothing more than a transaction to him. That's hurtful for anybody. Hell, that would be hurtful for me. But I would move differently, because I'd be like, Bree, for my ex, you can keep that nigga. For my ex, you can keep that nigga. Do you feel me? I damn sure wouldn't be out here quoting scriptures and acting like now I am a guru of relationships and I know all the red flags and yeah, don't let this happen to you. I would come out here and put it on the floor the real way. I think people would connect with her more if she came out and just said, y'all, I got played at 53, well, from 50 to 53 years old. My grown ass, thought that I knew it all, allowed a bum ninja to play me. Do you know how many people will resonate with her? Because they'll be like, girl, I done did it too. Because we have done some embarrassing things in our life, but most of us do it at a younger age, right? Most of us don't get in our 50s and do it. She's embarrassed, but she has so much to teach. She can literally teach other young women or older women what to steer away from by just connecting with them genuinely. Like, oh, I'm just talking about something general. No, you're talking about your experience. Even some of his supporters, I believe, would connect with her if she just come out and say, hell yeah, I thought I was in a relationship. Hell yeah, I thought we was legit. Hell yeah, we were making plans. Hell yeah, this man told me this, that, and the third. Hell yeah, I believed in him. Hell yeah, I was loyal and I was faithful and I was his ride or die. Hell yeah, I did these things. Hell yeah, I drug his wife for him and he broke my heart. She would resonate and connect with so many people if she did that. But she's hiding. She's hiding behind, God called me to do this and I've been doing it. Been where? Been when? You was running a whole troll page. A whole troll page dragging, trying to put distance between him and a woman that he was actually married to, that he was supposed to be committed to. She was trying to draw a line, a gap in the sand between the two of them instead of just coming out and owning that mistake. Now, that's what you call accountability. That's what you call accountability, right? But not taking accountability, but speaking about accountability. Same thing with Sierra that I spoke about early. Talking about accountability, right? And not taking accountability makes you look goofy. It makes you look goofy. And that's what she's doing right now. She's looking goofy because not only do we, right, Brianna supporters see that she made a mockery of herself, his supporters see it too. But not only his supporters, there are other people that is listening to me and other people that is listening to her. Other people know what she did to Brianna that may not even sit in my chat, may not even be a supporter, may not even be a loud talker, but they know what she did. They know she was the one that was going out to eat, going to the concerts, you know, all of this or whatever with him, and they knew her to be his girl. They knew that she was supposed to be his girl. And now he playing her to the left like she wasn't shit. That wasn't nothing but a skit. That wasn't nothing but a skit. That wasn't. He's given a woman that he literally met in his apartment complex more respect, more attention, more credit, because he got a page with her, right? Than he gave her in 2.5 years. In 2.5 years, he's given some new girl that he barely knows more respect than he gave her in 2.5 years. Okay. Now, again, he denied her publicly, calling their relationship a skit. Okay. That humiliated her in front of the same audience that she helped him weaponize. All right. That denial stripped her of any credibility. She used to look like a classy woman. Y'all know they used to say it all the time. Oh my God, you're so classy. You're so classy. You're so classy, right? She looked, ED, like a classy woman. Now she doesn't. That stripped her of any type of credibility. She got played by the same man that she teamed up with to drag his ex. All right. So now she's on some type of redemption tour. Guys, listen to me. Don't be me. Don't be me, but won't put a name on it. And then trying to flip it like, I set real strong boundaries. I don't let this happen. I don't let that happen. You just did. You literally let this man play. Now, I was in Des and them chat when I heard them talk about why she let him, or why she even get with somebody of his caliber. Because let's be honest, we may not care for Miss Season for what Miss Season did to Brianna, but Miss Season had no business, absolutely no business dating LaTruth. LaTruth is very immature, childlike, and even said, raise your hand if you heard LaTruth. Matter of fact, let me go play it. But raise your hand if you heard LaTruth say, they always calling me childish and immature. Well, I feel like I'm 18, and so I'm going to act like I feel. Raise your hand if you heard LaTruth say those words. Now, it was a couple of days ago. I know a lot of you guys probably don't go watch him, but this man literally said, they said I act immature. They said that I need to grow up. I feel like I'm 18, so I'm going to act my age. Meaning he going to act 18. Let me see if I can find it right quick, because he literally said that, y'all. Like, literally said that he feels like he's 18 and he's going to act his age. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. I wasn't prepared to show it, but if I can find it, I will definitely let you hear that this man literally do not care that people think that he is a child and acts like one. He said that he feels like he's 18 and he's going to act how he feels. So he okay with that. Hold on one second. Let me see. I think it was on the I record anything page. Hold on. He need to say I record anything for content. Hold on. It need to be anything is content. That's the name of the page. Need to be anything is content. Anything. Okay, let's go to that page right quick. He may have deleted it. And the reason why I say he may have deleted it, because I mean, he does do some very embarrassing shit. And I think that he probably turn around and look at it and be like, okay, well, yeah, that may be embarrassing. So let's just see right quick if I can find it. If not, then I'm not going to worry about it. But just know that man said that, is this it? No, that ain't it. He talking about him going through a midlife crisis. Let me see if I can get to the one where he actually said he feels like he's 18 and therefore he's going to act like he's 18. That ain't it. Okay, he may have deleted it. I don't seem to see it. Let me just look a little bit further. Yeah, I think he may have deleted it, but just know the man said that he was like, they talk about I'm immature. They say that I act like a child. Well, you know, I feel like I'm 18 years old and I'm gonna act how I feel. I feel 18, so I'm gonna act 18, you know, like as if that wasn't no big deal. Like he was okay with acting 18. What 44-year-old man, father of 2 daughters, one daughter is about to be grown, and a grandchild, say that he's okay with acting 18? Huh? She said only a low self-esteem woman will fall for RH. That part. She had no business falling for him. Oh, but let me say what I was about to say. They were talking about why would she fall for somebody like that? In my hearts of hearts, I do believe that she thought that this man was rich. Do you remember when 2 people, actually, it was Maine, You So Funny, right? And Ringo both said they thought both brothers were rich. Do y'all remember that? I don't know if they said millionaires, but I do know they said rich. Do y'all remember both men said that they thought that both of the brothers were rich? So if two men that's on the internet think they're rich, how many women do you think that him and his brother is rich? Hmm? Matter of fact, raise your hand if you actually thought he was rich at any point, any point of his career. Raise your hand if you thought he was rich or well off. Anybody? Did anybody actually think that this man had money, 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 money before Brianna came out and said that he was broke? So Projecting Peacock said that she thought he was rich. Anybody else? Okay, Rashida. Excuse me, Miss D. Sunshine, okay. So a few of y'all actually, so y'all thought both of the siblings were rich or just Robert? I did when he was sharing other content creator stuff on his page. Okay, Terry, you thought he was rich too? He was too arrogant. I knew his ass was broke. I did too when they were married. Okay, I believe he could live a comfortable life, but he doesn't know how to manage his money. I did. I thought they both were. Okay. That's at least 5 people right there. That's at least 5 people in my chat that actually thought that he had money. So I'm saying that to say she thought he had money. That woman thought that he was really the person that he was claiming to be. And now what we're seeing that that's an intro line, an introduction pickup line from him to other people. Raise your hand if you have heard with your own ears this man come out and tell other women, I need to put you in a movie. I need to cut you a record deal. I need to put you in my videos. Raise your hand. I need to sign you. Raise your hand if you have heard him on skits say this to people, to other women. I need to sign you. I need to become your producer. I need to put you in my videos. I need to put you in the next movie. Or you a model, I'm going to make you famous. Whatever, right? How many times you actually heard him say that? Quite a few. That is his intro line. And he does it right after showing people his 1,000,000 follower pages. I got 1,000,000 on here. I got 2,000,000 on here. I got 3,000,000 on here. Overall, I got 60 million. That's what he does. That is a pickup line that only the weak fall for. Any woman that's believing a man and his status without doing your own background on him is a confused woman, especially in 2025. But it's mostly these young women. What would make them go look? They don't have a reason to go look. They're like, hell, he got 1,000,000 followers on this page, 2,000,000 on that, 3,000,000 on that. He got to be making money. That's what one will automatically assume. But not in your 50s, baby. Not in your 50s, baby. There's just like a man riding around with a badass car, a BMW, Mercedes, a Bentley, or whatever, right? You remember back in the day, we used to think those men actually had money, right? Because they had this badass car, just to find out that these jokers was living in apartments or roommating together with their male roommate. Or some of them may even was living home with mama or baby mama, but yet they drove a badass car. So we like, oh, if he got a BMW, that means he got money. He got money. No, ma'am. That just means he got a car note. That just means he got a healthy car note. That does not mean he has money. That just means he pay a car note each month. But that's what we used to think when we were young. Not too many older women my age, right, or around my age, fall for that okie doke. We don't look at a man's car and the way he dressed and be like, oh, he got money. No, because we know men put their best foot forward, right? We know that a man come to us with his representative for the first at least 90 days. So anything that he say to you in 90 days is his representative. Okay? He making shit up. Okay? It ain't the real him. Now, some people don't wait 90, but you know, my grandmother said after 90, then you're gonna meet the real him. She said they could put up the facade for about 90 days. After that, you're gonna start seeing the real him. They can't do it for a long, long time. They just can't. They can't keep up with it for a long time. Them are gonna start peeking through. Okay. But for the first 90 days, some less, but we're going to say at the max 90. Baby, you talking to a whole representative. He telling you, he learning you and telling you everything you want to hear. But let me tell you what Miss Season did. Miss Season listened to Robert say that Brianna was what? Insecure, right? Brianna's so insecure. She's not confident. She checked my phone. She checked my messages. She don't trust me. And what did she do? She came in trying to be the opposite of what Brianna was. I'm not going to wear short clothing because that means I'm a hoe. I'm not going to twerk because that means I'm not conservative. I'm not going to be insecure, right? Because that means I'm not confident. I'm going to tell him, I know this is a part of your job. If a woman want to twerk on you, she can twerk on you and I'm okay with it. She tried to be the opposite of Bree. But what she didn't realize is that ain't what he want. That ain't what he wanted. He wanted another Bree. He wanted his wife, but she stood in the way of it. She did. She absolutely stood in the way of it. Talking about he know what he wanted. He wanted his wife. But he was too hurt and too prideful to say that. He wanted his wife to come back to him because that's something that always used to happen. She used to make amends because that's what you have to do with a narc. A narc will twist shit around so bad to make you feel like you did wrong. If Miss Season wasn't in the way, now y'all know what I already said about my grandmother, right? My grandmother said, if y'all was once in love and y'all was once in a relationship, the only thing that's keeping you apart is who? Another person. Another person. If Miss Season was not in the picture, I do believe Robert would have been able to manipulate Brianna into believing that all of this shit was her fault. She would have apologized 50 times and they would have been back together making skits and making money. That's what I believe. I believe if Miss Season wasn't in the picture, Robert would have kept on playing with her, playing with her, playing with her. You remember when she broke down in November when she was in the DR crying her eyes out, right? That was in November. That was around Thanksgiving time, okay? When she was crying her eyes out online saying, this man is telling me to come out here and say it was all a lie. But would she have done it? Yeah. You want to know why? She did it for Jonelle. She did it for Jonelle. I believe that Brianna would have done it. She would have took ownership of it all. She would have blamed herself for it all, even though she was like, it's my truth, it's my truth, it's my truth. But a narcissist have a way of manipulating the dog shit out of you, right? To make you believe everything is your fault, even if it's not. They have those skills, baby. They do. They get in your head and they play with you. Because see, he would have took the focus off of she was looking at his phone and seeing that he was talking to another woman, right? Texting another woman. He would have looked at it like, you went live. We done got into plenty of spats, but you went live. You messed it up because you went live. You told the world. And for that, he would have made her feel like dog shit, like the worst person in the world, simply because she went live. He would have told her, you messed up everything. We had a lot. Look how much money we was making. We was doing so good together. Listen, we was a part of the 1% because they were. They were a part of the 1%. It ain't too many people on this internet making the type of money that they were making. Right? And we know that Robert and his family came from nothing. So what they were making was big for him. That was the first time that he ever seen them type of dollars. Ever seen them type of dollars. Okay? So with that being said, he would have told her, you messed up everything. We had it going on. We had just moved into this nice home. Our kids dressed nice. People envied our relationship. They envied our parenting ship. They envied our life, and look what you did. You messed it all up. He would have kept saying it and kept saying it and kept saying that, right? And it would have got to her. But Miss Season was there. Miss Season was there. Miss Season stepped in between a recently split, not recently divorced, because they were not divorced. She stepped in and admitted, you guys, let's be honest. This lady has admitted that she met this man before he ever filed for a divorce. She met him. She should have met him and let him go right then and there. She should have said, nuh-uh, y'all recently split. People that recently split, even the courts say 6 months, a year before you can even file. Literally, I don't even know how they were able to file for divorce in Georgia. Because if I'm not mistaken, unless they changed it, it is a time for a separation before you can get a divorce or before you can even file. Well, I don't know about filing, but I do. Let me look. Does Georgia have a separation before a divorce. Oh no, they don't. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. It says it's called a what? A separate maintenance. What is that? Hold on. In Georgia, separate maintenance function as legal separation, allowing couples to resolve issues like property division. Is it required? Is it required? Oh, no, it's not. I did not know that. Some states require that. Some states actually require you to be separated for like 6 months to a year before you can even file. But Georgia is not one of them. I did not know that. I actually thought, hold on, let me just see this right quick because now I'm actually shocked that they don't. Hold on one second. So you mean Georgia doesn't require you to be separated before filing a divorce. I want to say Virginia did. Shit. No, it's no waiting period. Okay, Georgia does not require legal separation period before filing for divorce. Here's how it works. No waiting period for separation. You can file for divorce in Georgia even if you and your spouse are still together. What? As long as you consider the marriage irretrievable broken. Ah. All right. So no, they do not have a they do not have a waiting period in Georgia. I'm actually shocked. Okay. I'm actually shocked because now I believe they did. Most states do require you to wait like 6 months, a year. I'm actually shocked that they would actually take that away because y'all know sometimes you throw that word up, be like, I'm getting a divorce, and you really don't mean that shit or whatever. And they want to make sure that you actually mean it instead of allowing it to go through. So I'm actually really shocked that Georgia does not you know, don't do that. She said not Texas either. Texas don't either. Hmm. Hmm. She said, I don't think it's a requirement, it's a recommendation. It's called a cooling off period. I know a couple said that they were separated for 1 year just to get it over with. Hmm. They used to have a waiting period. Well, apparently they don't no more. She said in North Carolina it's a requirement unless they changed it. So anyway, I'm a little shocked by that because I thought Georgia was a pretty much conservative state, and conservative meaning that they believe in marriage and things of that nature, family marriage and whatnot. And I thought that because of it being conservative, they want to keep you together, so they require you to cool off or whatever for like 6 months to a year to find out if this is something that you really want to do. Because they even make you go to counseling. That's what I had to do back in the day, y'all. I had to go to counseling. We had to literally have a certificate saying that we went through this counseling and we understood what it would do to the child if we really went forward and got a divorce and all of that. So I'm actually really shocked that they don't no longer do that. But anyway, but again, I believe that Miss Season thought that man had money. And the reason why she allowed him, like she says, I set strong boundaries, but then actually said that she let people think that they are playing on her top. That don't even go together. And we spoke a little bit about it earlier, and we're going to get into a little bit more of it a little bit later. Now, this may be a part two because I don't want to do a 3-hour live tonight. So this might be a part two. I think I'm gonna cut off at about no more than 2 hours of this. So it may be a part two. Hopefully I can get at the her saying that I let people think they plan on my top, but they really not or whatever. We're gonna get to that. We ain't there yet though. So anyway, I believe that she thought the man had money, okay? And a woman in her 50s that's retired, living on her own and whatnot. She probably was looking for marriage. She even said that she was looking for marriage. She thought that she would get married again. Now she's saying she don't think that she would ever want to get married again. She's talking about, yeah, I'm building a home in Belize and I kind of just want to disappear and live my soft life and blah, 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 and all that stuff. That's what she's saying now. Okay. But she was wanting to marry him. Okay. She was wanting to marry LaTruth. All right. And I believe it's because she really thought he had money. And a man with money, and you already get your little retirement. I ain't gonna say little because I don't know how much she get, but if you already get your retirement check, and then you link up with a man with money, that's a win-win. That's a win-win. And I believe that she thought that she had a win-win. She thought LaTruth was a stand-up man. She thought he was a good father. She thought he was a truth teller. She believed this man. She really believed him. Why? Because he fooled her. She was fooled. She was betrayed. She was lied to. She was fooled. She could sit here all day long and say, oh, I know the red flags. I can spot them a mile away. I let people think they plan on me. He played on her. It ain't no she let him think. That man played on her. She was literally fighting in on her page and in her email with another woman that this man was sleeping with. And she was saying things like, you're stalking this man. He already told you he don't want you. We see that you calling him all these times when he's sleeping with this very woman that he's telling her is a stalker. He's pillow talking with this very woman that he's telling Miss Season she's stalking me. But then he turned around and telling her, you getting mad over nothing but a transaction? How are you getting mad over a transaction? You letting a transaction, a booking fee bother you? He played on her. We can't even say that Simone got played. Miss Simone knew what it was. Simone knew he was bringing Miss Season to the forefront. She knew what it was. Miss Season got played because he told Miss Season that Simone was a stalker, but he forgot to tell Miss Season that Simone was in his sheets, in his bed, okay? And him hers. See, he left that part out until it was exposed, okay? Because Miss Simone sent her the recordings. So she knew this. But listen, Miss Season got mad because it became public. She even told Simone, you the one brought this shit online. She didn't say shit, but you the one brought this online, because I think she would have been perfectly okay with people thinking that they have this beautiful thing going on when she know all along this man was cheating behind her back. And I believe that she was still willing to marry him and be with this man even after she knew he cheated on her. But talking about setting boundaries, that doesn't sound like setting boundaries to me. Does it to you? That ain't boundary setting. She knew for a fact that this man was with another woman talking about her. But she was more mad at Simone for bringing it to the internet. More mad for her bringing it to the internet than him being with her. But say she had boundaries. Well, what boundaries does she have? Boundaries where? How? That's not what you call boundaries, okay? Anyway, let's continue. All right. So, again, he stripped her of her credibility, and that's why she's going on this redemption tour, talking about she's healed, she's delivered. What she's trying to do is regain her dignity and control the narrative. She's trying to control the narrative. That's why she keeps saying, I left him. I left him. I left him. She keeps saying that even in comments. She makes slick comments like, yeah, I don't know what's wrong with them. I think it's an ego thing that they try to say that they left you knowing good and doggone well that you left them. She keeps saying that. She wants to convince herself that she left LaTruth. But let me say this, whether she left him or not, she said that they broke up in February. In April, she came out here and said if that man put a ring on her finger, she would marry him. That ain't her leaving him to me. Y'all tell me in the comments what you think. Because if you leave a person, ain't no way you will say, if he put a ring on it, I will marry him. then you didn't leave him. You was waiting for him to come back and get you, but he didn't. She wanted him to come back and get her. If that man, for whatever happened in February, if that man would have came back in April, right, and said, "Will you marry me?" dropped on his knees and pulled out a ring, baby, she would be Mrs. Hampton right now, okay? She would have married this man. She said it out her own mouth. So she can't come back and say, "I left him 8 months ago or 9 months ago." But yet in April, and we have video recordings of it, in April, this woman said she would marry him. So how are you now telling somebody? And not only did she say she left him, she said God delivered her from him. Because it was a demonic spirit, remember? God delivered her from him. How did God deliver you from him, but you was willing to ignore God and go back to him in April? In April is when she said, "Y'all, I've been up here drinking. I done told all my little business, y'all. But if you must know, yes, I will. I would marry him. If he get a ring right now, if he put a ring on my finger, yes, yeah, I will marry him. Because he's the type of man that I will marry." That was April. Okay? That was April. But a few months after that, he was a demonic spirit that God delivered her from. She found herself throwing up. Okay? She found herself gurgitating in the car, on the side of the road, or wherever she was, right? She found herself just kept on, just coming up, coming up, coming up. And she realized she was being delivered from someone that she actually said, if he move on with his life and he get somebody else, he's still my man. That's why I don't go together. That's why it sounds crazy, right? Because if Robert put everything to the side, get rid of all these women, stop playing, stop chasing these young girls and this, that, and the other, and say, "Miss Season, I'm ready to settle down. I don't know what I was thinking. You the most classiest thing that ever happened to me. I'm ready to settle down. Can you take me back? Here's a ring." Miss Season would drop this phony ass religious act, this delivered woman, right? She'll drop all of this shit and go right back to him. But I kind of don't really believe now, because I believe now she realized this man is broke. And I ain't gonna say broke, like don't have enough money to care for himself, broke. But he definitely don't have the coins that he once had for that brief period of time. He doesn't have it like that. He absolutely. But Miss Season can give it up because Robert ain't doing that. Robert don't want her. He didn't want her then, and he don't want her now. That's why it's easy for him to tell people she was nothing to him more than a skit. Matter of fact, if you go on his page, he put her under skit. And I think he calls her Lisa Ray or something like that. Me and Lisa Ray. He literally put her under the category skits. Literally skits. And I think she knows that, and it bothers her. He downgraded her position to nothing more than a skit partner. Girl, you was a skit. He basically saying, "Oh, you thought just because I was sleeping with you that we was together?" Girl, you was nothing more than a skit. You was nothing more than just a play. It was play. You remember back in the day we used to say that? That was play. That was for play. Their so-called love affair was for play. And that bothers her soul because it was for play. And she was for real, and he was for play. Okay? She literally fell in love with someone who thinks like an 18-year-old. He actually said it, not me. He says, I feel like I'm 18, so I'm going to act like how I feel. She fell in love with an 18-year-old mindset man. She literally fell for a childlike adult. And that's why she's like, he had a mind of a man. He had a mind of a man, but he wasn't acting like a man. He was so traumatized, PTSD. So she thought the child in him was PTSD. No, it wasn't PTSD. It was the narc in him, okay? It was the child in him. That wasn't PTSD. He was a narcissist, right? That was the child play in him. That was the manipulation. Oh, now she's saying it wasn't even a situationship. She's now calling it a manipulationship. Raise your hand if you have heard her say that here lately. She says she was in a manipulationship. And then gonna sit there and talk about, I'm not talking about Robert. Girl, you damn sure ain't talking about 2-3 relationships ago. Just like Robert didn't make the song Favorite about no damn girl he met in high school. But he lied to her and lied to his supporters, telling them that, oh, this song is about a girl I met in high school. You was a lie. You was a damn lie. And she was jamming to it in the car. She literally jamming to a song that he made about his ex-wife, right? But she jamming to it. But how was she even jamming to it when he said, he came out and said it was for a girl that got away in high school, Miss Season. Miss Season was literally riding in the car with him. Did y'all, girl, don't let me play that video. Don't let me play that video. Hold on. Let me go get that damn video. She was literally jamming to the song. My favorite, you were my favorite. She was jamming to the song. This man literally came out and told the world that it was about a woman that he dated in high school, but he cheated on her and she left him. She joined the army or something like that. Let me see if I can find it right quick. Now, I ain't gonna look high and low for it, but if I happen to come across it, I'll play it. But she jamming in the car, riding in the car with him while he's playing this song that even if she said, well, he said it wasn't about Bree, but Miss Season, he said, here it go. Y'all, I want y'all to pay attention to Miss Season body language in this car. Right? Now, I can't play his song because he'll try to strike my shit, but I definitely can play his video because we are covered under the Fair Use Act. Okay, here we go. Now, he's singing my favorite song. You are my favorite. And here she go. Just look at her. She's going to look over at him. She's singing it too. Look at her. She only doing that because she's trying to save face. He made a song about another woman. You got to be shitting me. Then she looks up at him because she know who he thinking about. And she laughing. And she shook her head. Look at her. Even if she doesn't realize that it is about Bree, which she should have, right? She should have realized it was about Bree. But let's just say it's not, right? Let's just say he convinced her, this is not about my ex-wife. Everybody think this is about my ex-wife. This is not about my ex-wife. The man literally came out and said it was about a woman that he used to date in high school. Now, don't no grown-ass adult think about some high school-ass relationship. You just don't. That shit was kiddie. It was petty. You know what I'm saying? You don't think about no high school love. You ain't got no connection with somebody you done dated in high school in your damn 40s, honey. You just don't. You absolutely, they don't cross your mind. You can barely remember what they look like, okay? You barely remember their name. Seriously. This man was married for 6 whole years, but claimed he's talking about, listen, 6 whole years married and then had a relationship with his first baby mama, Sierra, for like 20 years. Okay, well, she said 10, but it was really 8 years, right? Before the 6-year marriage, and now all of a sudden he's thinking about a girl in high school. To the point where he is riding down the road singing the damn song. Singing it. Singing the song. You are my favorite. Damn, I messed up. I thought I had more time, baby. Listen, say what you want. Hey, Ashley D. Say what you, thank you, baby. Say what you want. This man was singing to his, now let me tell you something. Brianna know who that song was for. She know who it was for. Okay? Right? She know, we know, and she know. He know. He know, we know, she know. Now, Miss Season, she could sit here and pretend all she want to. No, it was really for a girl in high school where you even look even crazier because you're literally singing a song while he's thinking about another woman. He's going down the road singing a song where this man came out and said, it's about a girl I dated in high school and she got away. What? I wish Jay would tell me some shit like that. Can you imagine if your spouse or your significant other told you that they wrote a song about their high school love and then played it while you are on your way to dinner? Huh? Just like I took that cake and threw it in the trash, I would take that damn CD song, whatever it is on, and I would throw that shit in the trash. While he sleep, I delete that shit. You hear me? I go in there and hit on Spotify, and I would delete that shit. And he'd be like, what happened to the song favorite? You better remix that shit. You better sing it and talk about your mama and say she was your favorite, talking about you made a song for some girl that you dated in high school while you up here talking about my panties is underneath my pillows or on the ceiling fan. I wish you might. Just like that cake went in the trash, that damn song would have been in the trash. Ain't no way you about to do that. And look, and play on my top. She said, I let people think they playing on my top, but they ain't really playing on my top. I know what they doing. I'm just giving them a little inch and letting them think they got a little inch. Girl, you letting them play on your top. You letting them straight play on, and he played dead on her top. But he knew that she had a top to be played on when she told him that it was okay at her big age. She told him it was okay for women to grind all over him. Ain't no woman in their 50s is telling her man, it's okay, do your job, do your thing, baby. Yes, I'm okay with women grinding on him because I know when he leave that strip club, I'm the first person he called. Girl, is that a flex? Is that a flex? He done been rubbed on, stimulated, and all that. Now he gonna go blow your back out after he done threw dollars at strippers, and you okay with that? Girl, bye. And then you gotta get up in the morning after he blow your back out and take him to breakfast or lunch or dinner. Girl, bye. How is that a flex? He can go get stimulated by young women in the club that he desires. But then you the first person he called when he leaves the club. Girl, bye. How is that a flex? I'm the first person he called when he leave that club. Girl, because he wants to bust. He want to get one off. And ain't nobody in that club was willing to take him home. Okay? Because I guarantee you it's probably some nights when he did find somebody in that club to bust, she didn't get that call. He probably said, I fell asleep. I went home and I fell straight to sleep. Here she go. When he leave that club, I'm the first person he called. Girl, bye. If she believed that, and I bet you she really believed that. I bet you it's nice that that man told her that he was going home and go to sleep. I'm going to sleep. I don't feel good. And was right up there in the damn club. Throwing them dollar bills, y'all. Right? And let me just say this. She said he's the first, or she's the first person he called when he leave the club. Right? Let me ask you something, ladies. Are you waiting up? Are you waiting up for your ninja that don't live with you? He ain't your husband. Are you waiting up for his call in the wee hours of the morning after he leave a club? Huh? Are you waiting up for his call, or are you allowing him to wake you up out of your sleep and inconvenience you while he leaving the club? Huh? Who answering the phone for a dude that just left the club? Because if he was working at the club, right? Oh, he working. Then why you weren't with him? Why you wasn't with him at the club while he was working? You okay with women grinding all over him, right? If she's okay with that, then she should have been okay working with him. But you think you're going to lead a club and dial my number, baby, I just left the club. What you calling me for? You better call me in the morning, right? Or the afternoon. But, oh, I'm about to answer your call. So she waiting up for him. She waiting up for that damn call. Girl, you a silly rabbit. You a straight silly rabbit. Man, I would have acted like I was so sleep. Shit, he would have had to ride by my house to see was anybody in there. You didn't answer the phones. I was just trying to figure out what was wrong. I was asleep. You went to the club and I went to sleep. Oh, you thought I was going to wait up on you? For what? Wait up on you for what? So you can come blow my back out after them girls and grind all over you? Anyway, stop playing. Stop playing. That's all she was. Let me see. Anyway, let's continue. Let's continue. All right. So again, I do believe that she thought that man had money. She thought that she was about to be a kept woman. Matter of fact, she said every relationship she been in pretty much that she was a kept woman. Well, she can't say that shit on this one. Because what he kept, he kept her as a skit. He kept her as a skit. And in his little childlike mind, the man probably thought he was having sex with Lisa Ray for real. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't foreplay and he called her Lisa Ray. And she probably answered. And I wouldn't even answer to my man calling me another damn woman name anyway. I don't give a damn if he think I look like a Lisa Ray or not. That's disrespectful. My name is Vivica. You are not about to call me Lisa Ray. Ain't no way you gonna call me Lisa Ray when that ain't my name. Okay? I guarantee you he probably called her Lisa. Lisa. Lisa Ray, Lisa. And she probably said, huh? Huh? She probably answered. So anyway, she's on a tour right now, right? And she's doing it because she's trying to regain her dignity. She's embarrassed, okay? And she wants to control the narrative. She doesn't want, now she came out once before and said that she wasn't bothered. Say whatever you want to say. I don't care. Say it was a skit. It was a skit. That ain't might mess up my life. To now, she's posting shit like, nothing we did was a skit. That was an afterthought. So she literally tried to put up, I think I posted it the other day, but it's a post that she put up on her page basically saying that was not a skit. None of that was a skit. She basically trying to say that was the real deal Holyfield. It wasn't a skit. The skit was the afterthought. Matter of fact, she said she thought she was genuinely spending time with someone. Okay, with someone. She thought she was genuinely spending time. She basically saying it was not a skit. After saying, call it a skit, call it whatever you want, I don't care. It could be whatever you want it to be. She contradicts herself quite often. We're going to point out some more of her contradictions that she did on the video yesterday. Okay? But let us finish. So anyway, she now this is what she's trying to do now, right? Now that she's embarrassed, now she's coming out trying to flip the script. She's trying to regain her dignity or whatever. So now she's trying to rebrand herself. She used to be his ride or die, number one troller of his ex-wife, number one troller, basher, whatever you want to call it, right? But now she's trying to say, I am a God-delivered, healed, delivered woman. I'm a God-filled, healed, delivered woman, okay? But it's all reactionary. Her deliverance, her healness is all reactionary and is born out of embarrassment, not enlightenment. This ain't no enlightenment. It's embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. So I'm going to come out here and act like, I know better. And I'm going to teach other people to not go through what I went through. Well, then keep it 100. Say he played on your motherfucking top. Say he played in your face. Say a whole narc manipulated the dog shit out of you after you said you could not be manipulated. She's the one that said that she couldn't be manipulated. Matter of fact, she said Bree can be manipulated, not me. But listen, just the other day, yesterday, she is now calling manipulationship. Raise your hand if you heard that. Raise your hand if she says the situationship, or should I say manipulationship. She said those words, y'all. She called it a manipulationship. How is it a manipulationship? Who was doing the manipulating, you or him? Because I thought she couldn't be manipulated. If she couldn't be manipulated, then how does she find herself in a manipulationship? Say something, somebody. I can't be manipulated. I'm not that naive. I can't be manipulated. But she called it a manipulationship. Her manipulationship. That means you were manipulated. You was bamboozled. You was tricked. You was lied to, girl. You thought you had a hero. End up with a zero. Okay? So anyway, she tries to phrase things, right? She's trying to say things like, when she comes out here with her little scriptures and this, that, and the other, she's trying to basically try to warn women to look for this and look for that, and don't find yourself doing this and don't find yourself doing that. And if you find yourself doing this, run or leave and don't look back. I wonder why. She did it. She even admitted it. She literally admitted, I give a little, I bend a little, I do. I let them think for a moment that they plan on my top. When she says things like that, that's saying I allow them grace. I give them a little push, right? I give them a leeway. I don't go in, and I don't stand by what I say. I let them bend it a little bit, and then bend it some more, and then bend it some more, and stretch it and bend it and stretch it and bend it and twist it and stretch it and bend it and stretch it and bend it and twist it. That's not setting boundaries at all. But now all of a sudden she delivered, okay? She said in her speech yesterday, the very thing you run from is what you run to. She also said, God had to show me who I was dealing with. Sometimes you let people think they're playing on your top. These are her words. The very thing that you run from is what you run to. God had to show me who I was dealing with. And sometimes you let people think they're playing on your top. Okay? That's her trying to save face. She's really saying he played my ass. But I'm not dumb. I saw it coming. That is what you call classic hurt ego dressed up in holy language. God had to show me who I'm dealing with. But if you was such the narc buster, what did she call herself the other day? The narc buster, the narc blaster, the narc fighter, whatever she called herself, right? Why did God have to show her who she was dealing with? Shouldn't she have already saw that? If she was some narc buster, and I can't remember the word she used, but if she was some person that she said God told her to do this, God called her to do this, right? So if God called her to do this, then why did God have to recently show her who she was dealing with? She said God showed her who she was dealing with. Why did God have to show her? Oh, yeah, she called herself the, the narc slayer. What did I say? The narc buster. What did I say? The narc buster? Okay, she said the narc slayer. The narc slayer. Thank y'all for helping me out. Shoot, narc buster, narc slayer. Isn't it the same? But listen, she said she was the narc slayer. If that's the case, then why did God have to show you who you was dealing with? But she also said sometimes you got to let people think they're playing on your top. Why? If you are firm in your standards, what you will and will not deal with, why do you have to let somebody think that they're playing on your top? If you was a confident woman, right? You knew your worth and you was grounded, knowing that it's his loss, not yours, right? You ain't gonna sit there and give somebody, yeah, I let them think they playing on my top. That's a weak ass motherfucker right there. To sit here and say, I let them think they playing on my top. Who got time in your 50s to be letting somebody think? Raise your hand if you're like me. I ain't gonna let you think you playing on my top because I'm gonna read you right away. I'm gonna let you know you ain't playing on my top. I see what you doing and I ain't going for it. Talking about sometimes you gotta let people think they playing on your top. For what? So you can go lose weight, lose hair, right? And come out here and look like a whole fool. Huh? So now she's trying to say, oh, I did it on purpose. I let him think he playing on my top. She's really just trying to save face. She's trying to say he played me, but I'm not dumb. I saw it coming. God showed me who he was. I saw it. So if that's the case, y'all broke up in February, but you still said you would marry him in April. So did God really show you who he was? At what point did God show you who he was? When he came out here and embarrassed you to the world and said you wasn't nothing but a transaction or a booking fee? God showed you then, or did he show you before? Which one is it, Miss Season? Listen, her ego. She's trying to dress up her hurt ass ego, right? In holy language. That is why she's hiding behind this Bible scripture thing. Robert knew Valencia was weak and vulnerable. He sure know how to pick them. You know what? Keep it classy with Kiki. I have to agree with you. And when we say he knows how to pick them, let's go a little further. Robert don't just pick random people. Robert picked people that he can manipulate. And that's why he tries to go with the young folk. Because the young people, the younger, the more easier that you are to be manipulated. Because you really don't have a lot of life experiences. Yeah, unfortunately, young folks. Unfortunately, young folks, you were easy target. But in your 50s, it is laughable to see a 50-something-year-old woman that claim, oh, I got a degree in psychology. I got a degree in psychology, right? 50-something years old with 3 boys with a degree in psychology, but the certificate don't read, the degree don't read psychology, but she got a degree in psychology. She let this man play her, manipulate her. Now that's the embarrassing part, right? It ain't even really embarrassing for Brianna to date someone like that. The man was 11 years older than she was, right? And she was 22 when she met him. 22, 23, one of them ages. I think she said 22. No, she was 23 because I think they got married at 24, right? I get it. In your 20s. I get it. Maybe even in your early 30s. I get it. I get it. I get it. Right? Puppy love, whatever you want to call it. Oh, whatever. Right? Dumb love. That's what we call it. Young, dumb love. You young, dumb, still full of cum. That's what we call it, right? But in your 50s, in your 50s, nah, bruh. Nah, That's why I can't put this all on Robert. You understand what I'm saying? I cannot. I can't put this all on him because that woman has to take some type of accountability. She was too old to let this man play on her top and then gonna turn around and say, sometimes you gotta let people think they playing on your top. Girl, LaTruth didn't think he was playing on your top. He played on your top. He played on her top. And guess what? She let him. She was supposed to cut that at the knees, baby. Cut her at the knees. That was never supposed to grow. You never supposed to let a man think he playing on your top. Cut it right at the door. Right away. You don't get him no inch. Damn sure don't give him no damn mile. Not when you got strong boundaries set. You can't say you have strong boundaries, but then say sometimes you got to let them think they playing on you. He didn't think he was playing on you. He was playing on you. He did play on you. And he even planned on her more after the fact by coming out here and downgrading her to nothing more than a skit. A skit. She got decreased to a skit. Not even a fling thing, a skit. He reduced her to a skit. I would be so mad. So mad. Okay? But listen, she still comes out every now and again and take these subtle digs at Brianna. If you listen to her, right? She takes subtle digs at Brianna, and even in the comments sometime, right? People will say, well, why don't you apologize to Bree? You know, this, that, and the other. She was like, why should I apologize to a woman that lied on her husband, that had the police come out and almost got a man killed, and this, that, and the other. And then she wonder why she going through the bullshit she going through. She wonder why she got to come out here and try to save face every single day. She wonder. She wonder why she got to come out here and save face, because she's still taking these subtle digs, okay? Right? But instead of just coming out and taking real accountability for what you did, right? Right? And even saying, because she can do this and say she felt betrayed. She felt embarrassed, right? Instead of her coming out and saying that, she still try to take little subtle digs, right? Why? Why is she doing that? Let's talk about that for a minute. She's shameful, for one thing. And that's another reason why she's using these scriptures, because she's shameful. She's shameful. She's using God as a cover up for her humiliation. Now, not too many people, let's just keep it a buck. Not too many people will want to laugh at you or poke fun with you when you're using God's name, right? When you're saying stuff like Timothy 5:7, this, that, and the other, a lot of folks won't take jabs at you. But Amoira is a little different. Because Amoira don't give a damn about your Bible verse sessions. I don't care nothing about that. That means nothing, because I know the real her. She wasn't quoting no goddamn going scriptures when she was out here dragging Bree, right? So damn her and her scriptures. She could quote every scripture from the front to the back. I don't give a fuck. She's doing that trying to cover up her humiliation, okay? When she says things like, God had to humble me, I was delivered from manipulation, the Holy Spirit opened my eyes. This is the things that she's saying. She's covering up manipulation. God had to humble me. Humble you from what? Humble you from the things that you did to Brianna, a woman that was 20 years younger than you, that didn't do shit to you? Didn't do shit to you? She didn't do shit to you, right? The Holy Spirit had to open my eyes. Why did the Holy Spirit have to open her eyes if she's a narc slayer? The Holy Spirit opened her eyes and she became a narc slayer overnight. Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. But then want people to think that she been had this in her. I've been wanting to do relationship content. But you just said the Holy Spirit had to open your eyes. Open your eyes for what? I was delivered from manipulation. These are her words in her last live, not mine. Her words. But what she really mean when she says that, when she says God had to humble me, I was delivered from manipulation, and the Holy Spirit opened my eyes. What she really saying is, he embarrassed me publicly, and I need to make that look divine instead of pathetic, because she looks pathetic. I don't care how many people over there sit there and call her, oh, you're so beautiful. Yeah, you are, Miss Season. You are. You're a beautiful woman. And you look like a beautiful goofy. You look like the goofy of this whole saga. You the most beautiful goofy of them all. You the goofy. She looks like the most gorgeous goofy of the whole saga. Because your looks didn't save you. You still got humiliated, disrespected, embarrassed, shamed. So what your looks got it? What your looks doing for you? Nothing. Not a thing. Okay? It's reputation management disguised as ministry. Instead of saying, I got played by a married man, she says, God showed me his spirits. God tapped me on my shoulder and showed me his spirits. I realized he was full of spirits. Spirits. God showed me. Why God didn't show her on month 1, month 2, month 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Why God wait 2.5 years to show the spirits? Huh? What type of God is that? Why God didn't show her right away? She should be mad at God. What's she mad at him for? She should be mad at God for her delayed revelation. Revelation. She should be mad that God showed her late and delivered her from the manipulation late. 2.5 years of dating somebody ain't no chump change. Most people commit and get married after that much time. Not too many people date for 2.5 years and just say, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. You go your way, I go mine, right? And this is a woman that came out and said they never got in an argument. Oh, liar. Oh, liar. So you break up after 2.5 years, no arguments, but now God's showing you manipulation and spirits and humbling you and shit. She should be asking God, why you didn't do it a year ago, or a year and a half ago, you know what I mean? 2 years ago. Why did you let me go 2.5 years before you revealed the spirits to me? Huh? Because she's faking that shit. That's why. Let's talk about why she cannot apologize to Brianna. The reason why Miss Season cannot come out here and apologize to Brianna for dragging her for no fucking reason, right? And recruiting other people to drag her for no fucking reason other than she wanted to make sure she secured the relationship between Brianna, between Brianna's ex-husband and her, right? Let's talk about why she cannot apologize. She always talking about accountability and God had to humble me. But God ain't told her to go apologize to Bree. What God you talking to, girl? Huh? Let's talk about why she can't apologize. The reason why she can't, because she would have to come out here and admit that she was wrong about Brianna being the problem. She would have to come out here and say she was wrong about Brianna being the problem. She would have to admit that she was complicit in a smear campaign. But most importantly, she would have to admit that she was sleeping with a married man under false pretense and tried to use the Bible, the Bible, to justify it. She would literally have to admit that. Now, let me just say this, y'all. I don't think God would come out here and reveal Robert's spirits to her and humble her, right? Without telling her, you owe that lady an apology. If he delivered her from manipulation, then she should be able to admit to Brianna, I don't know what went on in your house. I was only listening to what he told us or me, what he put out on the internet and what he told me personally. That's all I have to go by. And I believed him. So to be honest with you, I don't know if you went through hell with this man or not. I don't think he beat you down and bruised you. But I do know a bruise, because you know that's what they say, a bruise. Abuse come in different ways. So I can't sit here and say you wasn't abused. She even said that out her own goofy ass mouth. Abuse is in different categories. You could be abused more than physical. Okay, well, when Brianna came out here and said that she was living through abuse, right? They took that from her. They snatched that out of Brianna's mouth, right? They did. But yet now she want to come out here and talk about there's different ways to be abused. Girl, shut the fuck up. Just shut it up. Just shut it up. But that's why she cannot apologize to Brianna. But you would think that she would be able to. Because in that video that I showed y'all, the girl said, we family. We love Brianna. Brianna is my family. We love Brianna. So if she could say we love Brianna and Brianna is my family, she should be able to come out and say, you know what? From woman to woman, I don't know what went on in your house. I don't know what you endured behind those closed doors. I only know what this man came out and told the internet. And I only know what this man told me laying in the bed with me. I don't know what went on in your home. I don't know why you was running from that man throughout your house. I don't know what that man did to you. I don't know what he meant when he said, "How far did I drag you?" I don't know what he meant when he said, "You kicked me and I kicked you back," or "I drug you this far." I don't know what he meant by that. I don't know what he meant by, "That's not the reason why I touched you." I don't know what he meant by that. I only believed his story. And that's what Miss Season don't understand. She feels that she could tell her story, but Bree couldn't tell hers. How? How could she possibly think that that's okay? How could she possibly think that her words, her feelings, her thoughts, what she endured, God had delivered her from the manipulation? Huh? So only God can do things to her, show her, right? Only she can be enriched. She can be enlightened, but not Bree. But this same woman that holler, "God, God, God," Timothy, John, Matthew, Abraham, or whatever, right? Is the same woman that goes over and sit in those other people chat sometime, right? And listen to them still talk about Brianna. She still engages in this, but yet she wants to act like she's some saved, delivered, Holy Ghost filled, healed woman. The reason why she can't, because she would have to admit those things. And admitting those things means she has to take accountability. And she's not ready to take accountability. Narcissists do not like taking accountability. They do not like taking accountability. She would have to admit, "I was wrong. I was wrong. It took both of y'all to get to where y'all were." Meaning, it took both of y'all to get to the split up. Both of y'all. It wasn't just you and it wasn't just Robert. It was both of y'all. But she wanted to blame everything on Bree. She did all that so Robert wouldn't go back to Bree. She did all that because she wanted Brianna's man, husband. She wanted that man real bad. Real bad. Okay. And she will also have to come out here and admit that she was a part of a smear campaign. And she will also have to admit that she slept with a married man and then try to justify it with scripture. The Bible said it's okay as long as he give his wife a letter of divorcement. That's in St. Julie 8:25. Go read it for yourself. Go read it for yourself. I know the Bible front and back. I do. I do. Stop playing with me. Don't play on my top. Okay, I'll let you play a little bit. I'll let you think you playing on my top, but go read your Bible. I'm a psychology major. I have degrees. Okay, stop playing. Stop playing. Miss Season Pride will not allow her to apologize. So instead, she keeps her healing message general, make it seem like everybody involved was just broken or just learning a lesson. But she still sneak and say things here and there about Bree, right? She says some people don't want to face their accountabilities. They ran from one situation to the next. You can't keep someone who don't want to be kept. Robert Damshaw didn't want to be kept, right? And when she say ran from one situation to the next, you know what I think she's talking about? I actually think she's talking about, he said he didn't want to be in a relationship when they was together. I don't want to be in a relationship. I don't want to be bogged down. But yet she thinks that he ran to Amoira. Okay? Right? She says, "I'm not gonna lie. I didn't have nothing against Miss Season at first before I found out who she really was. I thought she would be the woman who got him to admit his mistakes. People can really fool you." LaToya, seriously, I didn't have a problem. And y'all know this. I did not have a problem with Miss Season until we found out that she was sage in the city either. I did not have a problem with her. I did not have a problem with her. until I found that out. And then when Bree told me that she was going to court with him and saying things like she won't let him see his child every time, it's time for his visitation, she making him excuse why he can't get his child. When she testified on his behalf, she was all up in the damn mix. All up in the mix. All up in it. The judge had to make her be quiet. Matter of fact, step outside the courtroom one day on one of the court appearances, made her go outside because she was all in it. Now, let me give you a little story right quick. My ex, he brought a girl to court with him too. And she was the same way, all up in it, saying shit. And I'm sitting up here thinking, who the fuck are you? First of all, who are you? I'm saying this to myself, right? I ain't get belligerent in court. But I'm sitting up here like, lady, who the hell are you? I'm thinking this to myself. But I had an attorney, so I didn't even have to say anything. My attorney was like, oh, you the girlfriend? She was like, don't worry about who I am. And so my attorney got smart with her, whatever, and she got smart back with him. And the judge threw her ass outside. And as she was walking outside, she was popping off. But she got kicked out the courtroom. These women, don't be that woman. Don't be that woman that go in there, right? You the new woman. You don't know shit. You ain't the wife. You fucking them and think you got a prize. And then you want to shit on the ex and you don't know what's going on. You don't even know what they in court for. But now you want to be biggity badass and speak up. Stay in your place, please, ladies. Stay in your place. Say, I don't want to get involved. I will wait for you either in the car or outside the courtroom. I don't want to go in there because I don't want to get involved. Please don't be that girl. Don't be that girl that you go in court if you are just a girlfriend. If you married, that's another story. Y'all are married. I respect marriage. If my ex, if that was his wife, and both of my exes, I respect their wives, right? Well, one of them ain't never got remarried. He said, I'm his wife forever, right? How many years ago that was. But anyway, the other one did get remarried. I respect the marriage. But what I don't respect is you new fresh ass girlfriends getting all up in the mix, don't know what the fuck is going on. And all of a sudden you got this anger against me and I don't even know who the fuck you are. You mad at me because what he done told you. And now you mad. Girl, if you don't sit your goofy ass down somewhere and stay the fuck out of this. I don't have no respect for a woman, right, that get involved in a relationship dispute and you brand spanking ass new. You don't even have a ring. Your ass may be replaced. And that's exactly what I told my first ex-husband's girlfriend. I asked, when she came in my face and asked me what she asked me, I said, y'all married yet? Are y'all married yet? She says, no. I said, well, get out of my face then. You just a girlfriend. I don't have nothing to say to you. This is between me and him. I didn't lay down with you and have this baby, and you are not even his wife. Move to the side. That is what I said to her. Because you're not about to get in this, and then next thing you know, in 6 months, I got to deal with another girl, and then 6 months, I got to deal with another girl, and then in 6 months, I got to deal with another girl. No, I'm going to deal with my son's father, It's going to be me and him. Now, if y'all was married, that's a different story. I will be glad to discuss things with you. But get the fuck out my face as a girlfriend. Okay? He ain't even think enough for you to give you a ring. So move to the side. I don't like these females trying to get all involved and don't know what the fuck is going on. And that's what Miss Season did. Miss Season had no right going to court with this man and speaking off of social media bullshit, trying to be his witness. She fucking the man. And then in court, when the judge say, who are you? We just friends. Well, then why you out here acting like you was more than a skit, girl? You was just a skit. You was just a skit. That's what you told the judge. You was just friends. So why you acting like you was more than a friend now? In court, she was nothing but just we just friends. We just friends. We just friends. She had no right getting in that shit. She got all up in it, so she gets everything that she deserves. Everything that's happening to her right now, she deserved that shit. She earned it. 100,000%. She earned it. She earned it. She barely knew this man. You met this man by jumping in his DMs, the same as his wife did that they dragged her about. Y'all want to know how I met him? Let me tell you. I was looking for a little promo. I wanted some clout. I wanted to make some money on my page, you know. I wanted to make money off the internet. So I paid $50 for a promo. And, well, my panties ended up on the ceiling fan, okay? That's how we met. Like, who says that? She literally jumped in his DMs for one thing and came out of his DMs with more than what she paid for. More than what she paid for. Girl, bye. Goofy, goofy, and more goofy. Seriously. But again, the reason why she would not apologize because she would have to admit her wrong. She would have to admit what she did. And most importantly, she would have to admit that she slept with a married man and then try to justify it with scripture. With scripture. Okay? With scripture. All right? I'm a toxic relationship coach now, Mike. I'm a narc slayer, right? God called me to do this. It's an attempt at power recovery. This lady trying to find her dignity because baby it's gone. She know what her late ass age just look real bad for her. She knows this. She knows this. You know, she said in her video, y'all, when you type in my name and you see Miss Season trending, that means people want to hear what I have to say. I'm getting a new crowd. I'm getting more people. Girl, people are looking at you as Goofy of the mother effing year. They looking at you as Goofy of the year. She thinks I'm gathering more people. I'm getting a whole new crowd. That means I'm trending. Girl, you trending in the wrong way. In the wrong way. People are looking at you because Robert is all the way over there on TikTok, basically disowning your ass on other platforms, okay? He's disowning your ass on other platforms. That's why people are searching for you. They're trying to figure out who Miss Season is, okay? She literally said, that means I'm trending. That means people are actively looking for me. They're wanting to know what I'm talking about. Girl, come out here and tell them you got played by LaTruth. And now that he played on your top, and all of a sudden now you the guru of toxic, manipulating ass relationship. Girl. Hey, she trying to say, I'm not a fool, y'all. I'm a prophet. Girl, bye. You a foolish prophet. How about that? Oh, foolish prophet, right? She's trying to turn humiliation into a calling. She literally said God called her. She said, God didn't tell me to do this. He called me to do this. Girl, where he call you on the phone? Or where he call you at? He put a can and a string up against the door, the wall. Where he call you at, girl? Huh? In your messenger? I wonder, did God DM her? Did he call her on Messenger or did he call her on her phone? Which one? Did he WhatsApp her? Because that's a long distance call right there. I wonder, did he hit her up on WhatsApp? She wasn't told to do it. She was called to do it. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Okay? Her coaching, right, is unhealed. It's performative healing for profit and validation. Miss Season is trying to profit off of pretending to be healed. Why? Because she needs validation. That is what she needs. She's trying to justify. Yeah, men are trying to play you, but I knew all along. I knew what he was doing. I just let him think. Sometimes you just gotta let people think that they getting over on you. Sometimes you gotta let people think that, yeah, when they ain't. When they ain't. Girl, bye. Let's talk about some contradictions right quick because she did a lot of contradicting, okay? All right, let's go with one. One, she preaching accountability while dodging her own accountability. Her words. We have to look at the man in the mirror and take accountability. Sometimes people run from situations to avoid accountability. Accountability? Huh? Well, let's talk about the contradictions. She spent nearly 2+ years helping LaTruth attack his ex-wife. She went to court, lying on Brianna in court. She ran a bashing troll page, pretending, okay? She spreaded propaganda, recruited people to assist her in bashing, exposing, and even trying to cancel Brianna. But now all of a sudden she want to preach about accountability without taking it for herself? Huh? Huh? We have to take a look at the man in the mirror and take accountability, but when she's going to do that? That's why all of this Bible shit means absolutely nothing. The fact that she can't even come out and say what she did was wrong, but now all of a sudden she healed, filled with the Holy Ghost and talking about accountability. Girl, bye. Contradiction number one. Let's go to contradiction number two. Okay. All right. She talks about condemning manipulators, right? People manipulate, gaslight, and play on your emotions. Don't let anybody play on your top. Huh? But ain't that's what she did? But she and LaTruth together manipulated the public into believing that Brianna was an unfit mother and then gaslight anyone who questioned them. Now she's describing the exact behavior, but acting like she was the target instead of the perpetrator. She's not one time coming out here and admitting what she did to Bree. Okay. Okay. She's trying to pretend now that she was a victim, right? Instead of saying she once engaged in the same thing that now she's trying to pretend that she's a victim of. Okay. Delusional. Condemning manipulators. People manipulate, gaslight, on play on your emotions. Is that not what she did to those content creators? She manipulated them. She gaslit them, right? She played on their top by saying things like, come on, you guys, no more fighting. There's enough to go around. And then she read off each of their names so they wouldn't quit. These people wanted to quit because they act like they wasn't getting enough credit from Robbie Boy, right? They literally was fighting for his attention. And when they wasn't getting enough credit for him, they was ready to throw in the towel. She manipulated them by gathering a whole list together and giving it to him for him to go live and be like, and I want to thank content creator A, content creator B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, A, B, B, C, C, D, D, E, E, F, F, because that's how many it was. It was more than a damn alphabet, okay? He literally had to read off a whole list of names, baby. Why? To keep them on board. She drove that train. Come on. I need you to shout all these people out. If not, they're gonna fall off. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Come on. You got to do it. Do it right now. Do it right now. That is manipulation. That is gaslighting. She played on their emotions. Now, let's back it up just a little bit. Robert promised those content creators something at the end. He did. He said, I can't do it right now, y'all, but at the end, I'm going to take care of all y'all. Well, because they thought he was rich. They thought he had money. They thought he had power. They thought he had clout and emotion. And they literally thought that LaTruth was going to take their channel beyond where it is right now. They grew their own channels. LaTruth didn't grow shit. LaTruth didn't grow shit and he didn't do shit for them. Not nothing. He did nothing for them. Nothing. Nothing. You even had one of them said, recently, not recently, but months ago, you promised us the steak dinner. When we gonna get our steak dinner? She's still worrying about that damn steak dinner that he promised them. He ain't even get him a damn steak dinner. Do you think he thinking about that dinner? Do you really think he's thinking about a steak dinner or anything? He ain't get him shit. I got y'all. I promise y'all at the end, I got y'all. I got y'all at the end. I got y'all. I got y'all. I got y'all. Didn't even give him a steak damn dinner. But she manipulated, she gaslit, and she played on their emotions. Okay? But yet she says, don't let anybody play on your top. How she gonna say that, but in the same breath say, I be knowing they playing on my top, and I just be letting them think I'm playing. They playing on my top, but they really ain't playing on my top. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. All right? She is a manipulator. All right? Now, preaching against the gospel while building her brand on it, because that's exactly what she's doing. She came out here to build a platform, and I guess she said, I may not be able to build it with you, LaTruth, but I'm going to build it shading your ass, okay? I'm going to build it breaking down our 2.5-year experience together. I'm going to make money off of exposing who you really are by never mentioning your name, okay? That's what she's doing. She's building her brand. She says, don't cast your pearls before swine. People will take what you tell them and use it to hurt you. Now, I told you, she said this before. Now she done said this like a third or fourth time saying it. I do believe that Robert knows something about her that she would be extremely embarrassed if anybody else knew. Now, I don't know what that is. Hell, for all I know, it could be a threesome. I don't fucking know. I don't know what it is. They probably did a freak off or something. He probably got a Diddy tape somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Or R. Kelly tape somewhere. I don't know. But the way she keeps saying that, she's afraid that he knows something or have something that she's afraid of getting out. Okay? But now, if her silly ass, her goofy ass, her grown ass allowed this man to do any of that without even a title, then she's dumber than a box of rocks. Okay? For all we know, he he probably this man probably got, who knows? Who know? I can sit here and allude, but I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. Hell, she might be the next goofy to have me in court. Talking about she defamed me, Your Honor. Oh, Your Honor, she called me a narcissist. She called me a narcissist. Anyway, so she's saying don't gossip, but she's literally ran a troll page devoting it to gossiping about Brianna. She gossiped about Brianna's parenting, relationship, court cases, the whole thing. She calls other swines while forgetting that she was knee deep in the mud for over a year. Okay. Now, her current live stream content about discernment is the same type of commentary platform she once used to drag Brianna. So, in essence, she's still gossiping. She's just not putting a name to it. And she just changed the target and put God in it. God said on Micaiah 8 and 9, God said it's okay to do it, right, to Brianna. God said it's okay to do it to Brianna, and I don't owe her no apologies. God said it was okay. Read your Bible. I did, front to back. I know the Bible. You can't tell me what the Bible said. The Bible said it's okay that I drag Brie. He said it. He did. Oh, her daddy is a pastor. She just agreed with me. See, we know the Bible. And you guys don't, because y'all don't have a psychology degree, and I do. Even though the lady in her video yesterday, this lady said, now she came out and said she had a psychology degree, but this lady admitted that every last one of her jobs have been in sales. Why she post her psychology degree again? Why she post that? Because she posted, I thought, trying to say that she knows the mind or something, right? That she can speak on this. But this lady came out yesterday and said every last one of her jobs was in sales. Sales. Well, what was she selling? Oh, don't answer. Don't answer. We don't want to go to court. We ain't trying to go to court. So we ain't gonna even assume what she was selling, okay? Right? So none of the jobs that she worked was in psychology or counseling. She said every last one of them, she was selling something. Anyway, that's why she jumped in that damn that DM, because she wanted to sell something, okay? All right. So anyway, she's still gossiping. She's just changed the target. Now the target is no longer Brianna, it's Robert, but she putting God in front of it so people won't, won't come after her real hard. Oh, I'm protected by the Lord. I'm protected by the Lord. Okay. She claims that she's calculated and not reactive. Her words, I don't react. I'm calculated in how I move. Girl, bye. Calculate. This nigga played you. Where you calculated at? She calculated in how she moves. Girl, you came out February, March, April. Girl, you came out 2 months after y'all broke up and said you will marry this man. Is that calculate? Girl, that is straight goofy. That is straight pathetic. A man that disowned you, reduced you to nothing but a skit. You calculated? Huh? She said, I'm calculated. Her entire relationship and fallout with LaTruth was impulsive and emotional. She jumped into a relationship with a very much married man. She posts subliminals, fought Brianna supporters, and testified in court. All of that shit is reactive. That ain't calculated. All of it is reactive. Then when she got embarrassed by LaTruth, when he reduced her to nothing but calling her a skit, she reacted again with this Deliverance tour. She's been reacting the whole damn time that she's been out here on social media. She's just renaming her reaction as God's lesson. God called me to do this. Girl, you are reacting. You are reacting. You're reacting because you're shamed. You're reacting because you are embarrassed. You're reacting because you're trying to save face. She's reacting. I'm not reactive. I'm calculated. I don't react. I'm calculated about how I move. Girl, bye. You got played to the left, to the left. Everything's in the box to the left. If I bought it, please don't touch or something. Keep walking that something, that's fine. But can't you walk and talk at the same time now? To the left, to the left. He reduced her to a skit and pushed her ass to the left, to the damn left. Hurry up. Walk and talk at the same damn time, but get gone, all right? Listen, saying love treats you right while defending a cheater. These are her words. Love knows how to respect you and honor you. If someone mistreats you, that's not love, that's the enemy. What? You think Robert don't know that? She was the other woman with a married man, right? The other woman. She was the girl. Well, I ain't even gonna say the girlfriend. She was the skit. She was the skit, but she thought she was the next Mrs. LaTruth, right? But she was the other woman. She spent months defending that man while he disrespected and humiliated his wife publicly. If love honors you, why does she accept that from him? Why does she go along with that? If love respects you, why does she stay, right, when he disrespected her more than once? On several occasions, he disrespected her as a woman, and we saw that. Honor and respect is not what she got from him. She knows that. But she waited 2.5 years to do something about it. To do something about it? Love knows how to respect you and honor you. If someone mistreats you, that's not love, that's the enemy. So is Robert her enemy? Because Robbie boy disrespect her. Robbie boy didn't honor her. Robbie boy came out here and told everybody she was nothing more than a skit, a transaction, a booking fee. She was nothing to him. That's how he's trying to make it sound. But she's so calculated, remember? I'm so calculated. I'm calculated on how I move. It just take me a long time to get there, okay? All right? She says the very thing that you run from is the things you run to. She ran straight into LaTruth literally 1 month after he left, him and his wife split up, and then spent years helping him destroy or try to drag his ex-wife's image. He couldn't destroy it because you can't destroy something that you don't build. So he dragged his ex-wife image. Now she's condemning people for doing exactly what she did. She did it. Is self-exposure disguised as wisdom. She's the example of what she's warning about, but she frames herself as if she's learned her lesson instead of being the cautionary tale. If you learn your lesson, come out and tell people that. If you learn your lesson, come out and tell people what you did and why you did it. You did it because you thought you had a gem, baby, honey. You thought this man loved you. You thought he respected you. You actually thought he had it in him to respect any woman, and he don't. He's a whole child in a man's body, literally. She literally had a child. She dated a child. Just the other day, she said, I'm starting to regret my decision. Where was the discernment? Why is she regretting it now? 2.5 years it took you to regret your decision, but now all of a sudden she's a narc slayer. All she's going to do is teach other people to put up with the bullshit, right? Until it's too late, until your hair starts falling out, until you start losing weight, until you don't get the ring. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Then she says, sometimes God is trying to give people their lesson, but we step in and try to help. Huh? She stepped in and helped on LaTruth behalf, right? During his downfall. She stepped in and helped him. She literally interfered with God's lesson, okay? She interfered with God's lesson on LaTruth and stepped in and bashed his wife, right? At the time she was his wife. She went to court. She fought Brianna for him. She did that for him. She publicly defended him through all his lies. But by her own definition, she was helping someone God was trying to humble. God was trying to humble him. God was trying to humble him, and she stepped in and she was the savior. She tried to dress him up and make him look good. She tried to make him look good, calling him king. He's such a great man, being the only one or one of 5 at his shows, filming him, walking around and filming him and shit, going out on expensive dinner dates, Beyonce concerts. She stepped in and helped him. But then gonna say sometimes God is trying to give people their lesson, but we step in and try to help. That's exactly what she did to LaTruth. She stepped in and tried to help him. Child, please. She's talking about herself. She claimed that she doesn't like to see anybody's downfall. Now, Miss Season, what the fuck? Is this lady delusional? We never like to see anyone's downfall or their karma. But yet, she was out here hollering, cancel Brianna. Cancel her. Get rid of her. Let's end her. Let's finish. Is that not somebody's downfall? We never like to see anybody's downfall or karma unless it's Brianna, huh? That is what you call fake grace, for show, not for growth, okay? Fake grace. She's trying to show fake grace, all right? Promoting no drama while still throwing subliminals. Now she all of a sudden, I've been isolated. I'm at peace now. I don't deal with negativity. She says she don't deal with negativity, but child, she was swinging. She was swinging in them chats, one after the other, instead of just simply blocking them. I don't deal with negativity. Girl, you are negativity. You are negativity. She literally says she don't deal with negativity, but yet she still goes over and sit in the chats. One day, one of the bloggers over there was dragging me. She literally was over there talking about, ooh, girl. Ooh, child. Ooh, Lord. I know Timothy and ain't got to wait because you just made me fall out the bushes with that. What you just say about Nate? Ooh, that was too funny. Let me send you a super chat because, girl, I'm falling out my chair over here. But she don't deal with negativity. Girl, with your fake holy ass. Fake holy ass. If don't nobody want to call her a fake holy roller, Amoira Latrice Davis Johnson will. She old fake holy roller Because that wasn't even long ago, baby. Like 2-3 weeks ago. Woo, child. Woo, child, girl. My chair just broke, girl. I fell out my chair laughing at you, girl. Girl, that was the funniest. What you say about Nate, girl? Fake holy roller ass, okay? Fake holy rolling ass is what she is. Mhm. She's a fake holy roller. A fake holy roller. Holy roly. Holy roller. She's a fake one. Fake ass. Fake, 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 fake. I don't deal with negativity. La, 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 la. She's a lie. All right? It's all performative piece. Performative. When she put that fucking camera in her face and start quoting her scriptures, that's the only time she's thinking about some damn peace. I want people to follow me, so I'm going to talk really slow and soft. I'm going to put on the best filter out there because I don't want nobody to see my deep frown lines, okay? Let me put this bright yellow, smooth filter on, and let me sit on my couch and read Chat GPT, and let me sound educated with my sales degree. I mean, my psychology degree. I mean, my damn government resource degree, whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. I didn't do nothing in it, okay? Let me read my sales degree right quick. Let me show people. Let me put 5 more bundles of weave in my hair. Okay, so I can look tailor-made. Let me do that right quick and let me get in front of this camera with a nice picture behind me and let me speak like I know, like I've been there, like I've been living this shit forever. Let me act like I just didn't come out of old toxic ass relationship. I mean, manipulation ship. Let me act like I didn't just get played to the left, to the left. All my shit was in a box to the left. Let me act like I knew all of this shit and I got my shit together and I can teach somebody else not to go through the humiliation that I just came out of. Let me act like I didn't get skinny because I'm still hurt to this day. Let me act like I didn't lose all my hair. That's why I need these extra bundles around my edges. Let me do this for gain. Let me do this. Let me be fake right quick. Girl, by all performative. She's performative healed. She's performative at peace. Y'all, I got a good life. I love my life. Y'all seen that garden the other day, right? That garden tells it all. That lady ain't at no goddamn peace. If she was at peace, tomatoes would be growing in her yard. If she was at peace, she wouldn't have had all them peppers pulled up. Squash, collard greens, okay, cabbages, strawberries, eggplants. If she was at peace, she'll be still rubbing on eggplants. Okay? She'll be picking strawberries, tomatoes, cucumbers. If she was at peace, that garden told it all. She was literally letting the Mexicanos, right? You can have the peppers. You can have them. I ain't even spray them this year. They probably got full of bugs. Hell, I didn't do shit. I didn't go out there at all. Hell, do what you will. You probably bust them open and they full of worms. Hell, take them all. I'll just start over. This year was a bust. I'm still hurt. I ain't got. Somebody say, "Are you gonna do a fall garden?" No, girl, I'm not gonna do a fall garden. I'm gonna wait to the beginning of the year. I still got some healing to do. I still got some healing to do. Okay. God ain't finished with me yet. I'm still humiliated. I can't go out there and grow nothing. All right. Not a damn thing. I can't grow shit right now. That garden told on her ass at peace. Fake ass peace. It's performative peace. Some of these people, let me tell you something right quick, honey. Some of these people come out here and perform for this damn internet. They act like they peaceful when they know they've been crying. They cry themselves to sleep, punching pillows and shit every fucking night trying to figure out, where did I go wrong? How did I not see it on day 1, week 1, month 1, year 1? God damn it, how did I miss the signs? Don't think for one moment that lady ain't still crying. How do I know she's still crying? Because she's still talking about it. She literally is still talking about it. That lady is hurt. She's hurt. This lady just said yesterday that she was in a manipulation ship. She's hurt. Now, I'm not saying Bree wasn't hurt, but at least Bree was out here hollering, Bree gone, and for my ex, you can keep that nigga, right? We know Bree was hurt, but Bree sure was out here acting like she wasn't. For my ex, you can keep that nigga. For my ex, you can keep that nigga, right? And she out here hollering, Lord God, Father, in the name. God came and shined a light down and touched me on my shoulder and called me. He said, Vivica, 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 Vivica. Vivica, I need you to go into the land. I need you to teach the people. I need you to tell them, don't let nobody play on your top. I need you to go out there and act like you already knew. You knew what was going on and you just pretended that you didn't know. I need you to go out there and tell the land. Save the people. Valencia. Go save the people. That lady said, I wasn't told. I was called. Girl, this girl is doing that for money. And I ain't mad at her, girl. Get your coins. That body butter cream ain't selling like she wanted to. Okay? She said, I'm going to sell my message. She said, oh, Nate got $8,000 over there talking about some narcissism and shit. Let me talk about some narcissism over here. Hell, what the fuck? Let me come over here and talk about some narcissism. But we different though, girl, because I call a motherfucker out. You won't put a name on it, girl, because you a scaredy cat. I put a name on it. You heard me? You heard me? I'll put a name on it. Don't give no fucks. I'll put a name on it. And keep it going. But anyway, she's performing. She's acting like she's at peace. But like I said, that garden told everything. That garden right there was a dead ass giveaway. You don't have something that you're passionate about and you just let it go. And you listen, you let it go. You literally let it go. You don't show it no love. That ain't peace, baby. That's misery. Her garden alone showed us that this lady is miserable. You mean to tell me you've been a gardener all these years? You got cookbooks and shit where you claim you got peppers out of your garden and made gravy, girl, and you let your whole garden go? That's misery. That's hurt. That's pain. That's embarrassment, okay? That's shame. That ain't peace. Peace my ass. Peace, she'll be back out in that garden right now. Girl, did you see how many weeds was out there? That girl had more weed than the motherfucking Vegas Strip, okay? She did. That ain't peace. That's misery. That's hurt. That's pain. Her time is occupied, crying and trying to get herself together. She trying to grow her hair back. Okay, underneath them bundles, baby, stop playing. She coming out here pretending that she's at peace, but she's not, okay? Preaching about God while still operating from her damn ego. God told me to start speaking to women. I'm walking in my calling. Listen, Vivica, if this was a true calling, something that God really called her to do, it would come from humility, not revenge. And that's what she's coming from, revenge. She wants to low-key expose him, but she can't do it outright because she already know, honey, she's going to be drugged up and down social media avenue. And she already know this. She know it, baby. She knows she will be drugged from the front to the back, from the left to the right. It will come from a place of humility. She would literally say, y'all, ladies, listen up. Your girl got bamboozled. Your girl fell for the okie doke. Yes, I fell in love with this man. I thought he loved me. They were saying that he didn't, and I didn't believe them. But he did not love me. This man cheated on me. This man disrespected me. This man lied to me. This man fooled me. This man took from me. This man manipulated me. This man gaslit me. This man abused me. She would just come straight out and say it. Literally. She would come from a place of humility. And she would be like how Toya was. Toya came out and said, you know what? I was wrong for jumping in my brother and his ex-wife marriage. That was not my place. I thought I was there to protect my family. But what I realized, that was not my fight. I didn't live in their home. I didn't know how my brother was with his wife behind closed doors. I only went off what my brother told me, what my brother shared with me. I wasn't in his home. I didn't live there. I don't know what happened. If God truly called her, she will be coming from a place of humility. But yet she's coming from a place of revenge. Okay? The timing of her calling right after LaTruth reduced her to nothing but a skit. He publicly humiliated her by telling everybody she was never my woman. She was nothing but a transaction. She was nothing but a skit. She was nothing but a booking fee. The timing makes it obvious that she's doing this out of revenge. She's not walking in her purpose. She's walking in pain, and she's calling it purpose to mask her embarrassment and her humiliation. This is not no purpose. I'm walking in my purpose. Girl, you embarrassed. You're trying to save face. Now let's talk about her biggest contradiction. She's trying to become the voice of healing from the same wound that she inflicted on another woman. That's why her messages rings hollow. It's not about revelation, it's about rebranding. She's trying to save face and rebrand herself. She don't want to be looked at as the goofy. She don't want to be looked at as just a transaction. She don't even want to be looked at as she got played. Talking about she talking in general. You can't say you're talking in general, but then say God revealed to me who he was. That ain't in general, baby. That's personal. God had to reveal to me who he was. How is that in general? That's about your life. And you damn sure ain't talking about no high school love. The fuck? Come on, you in your 50s. You don't give a damn about your high school love. God had to humble me. That's personal. The Holy Spirit opened my eyes. I was delivered. All of that is personal. You cannot say, I'm speaking in general. Baby, that's about you. All about you. And the only ones that will sit back and think that this lady is speaking in general are just as clueless as she is. Now, let me just say this. I'm not wishing no bad upon her, right? But we all will reap what we sow, okay? And until she is true to herself, she will never be able to come out here and be truthful to anybody because she's not even being truthful to herself. Sometimes you got to really sit and you got to think. And you got to say, shit, yeah, I did get played. I got played. All right, yeah, I lost. I lost. Let me take this L. But let me turn it into a teaching moment for someone else. I told y'all about my situation. I went to a man's house. This man, he didn't fight me, but he damn sure wouldn't let me in that house. He picked me up and removed me from them steps. He did not let me in that door. And then the next morning tried to turn around and tell me wasn't no woman in there. Now, if I would have been like seasoned, I would have went for the okie doke and I would have been saying shit like, yeah, I let him think he was playing on my top, but he wasn't playing on my top. Fuck that. I didn't answer the phone. You ain't gonna sit here and tell me it wasn't no woman in there. And for 45 minutes, I'm trying to get in your house and you wouldn't let me. Well, if it wasn't a woman in there, it should have been because you stupid. Because what you did that night was it for me. It was it for me. It took me 45 minutes, not 2.5 years. It took me 45 minutes to chuck deuces. Yeah, I was in my feelings and I was hurt real bad. My feelings was hurt. It was. But thank God for friends, baby. Thank God for friends. My girlfriend Deborah called me on that phone and she gave me a lashing that I will never forget. She said, what are you doing? I'm sitting out in front of his apartment and I'm about to take my truck and I'm going to ram it into the front window right now into his living room. I don't care. She said, girl, if you don't get your goofy ass down that road, start that car. What the fuck are you talking about? You got too much going on in your life. Are you kidding me? Put the car in reverse now, Amoira. I'm like, but put the car in reverse now. I didn't want to leave. I wanted in that apartment. Oh, I wanted inside of that apartment so bad. But I'm glad she talked me into leaving. And when I left that neighborhood, right? And she talked to me, it was a 3-hour drive. She talked to me a good bit because she wanted to make sure that I didn't turn around. She kept saying, you back at the Virginia line yet? You back at the Virginia line yet? Are you back at the Virginia line yet? I ain't getting off this phone until you hit the Virginia line. She said she thought I would turn around. She just don't know how much I appreciate that. Well, she does know. But I appreciate that to this day. To this day, I appreciate the hell out of her. But I was done. I didn't let him bamboozle me after that. He called the next day. If I was a sucker, I would have answered the phone. I let the voicemail pick up and I listened to it. And I said, I can't believe this nigga is now trying to say it wasn't really nobody in his house. He just didn't like the fact that I popped up at his house. So I don't do pop-ups. I don't do popcorn friends. You just don't pop up. Nigga, fuck you. Oh, baby, it was somebody in his house, okay? If it wasn't, it should have been. But you ain't gonna trick me. I don't give a damn if it was or not. You sent me back down the damn road. That was enough for me. See, people that don't set boundaries, they would have answered that call and they would have listened to them old lying ass excuses. And guess what? They'd probably still be humping today. Okay? I wasn't buying that. But I thank God for Deborah because, baby, I probably would have been in somebody's prison, honey. 4x4. Y'all know I'm goddamn claustrophobic and shit. I would have, ooh, child, I don't know what I would have did, but baby, I would have lost my complete mind. All right? All right? Sometimes we need friends like that. Miss Season need her a Deborah. She don't need nobody, glossing over her wounds and telling her it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. It's okay. God got you somebody else coming. They need to be saying, girl, that's his loss. I know you ain't tripping over that loser. He lost you. And when he lost you, he lost the gym. This nigga played in your face. Snap out of it. He played on your top. Snap out of it. See, she need a friend like that. She really do. Those friends are hard to come by. I'm just letting you know. Those friends are hard to come by because people like to pretend these days. Yeah, they like to smooth over your feelings. They like to pat you on the back and shit and be soft with you. I don't need nobody being soft with me. Don't be soft with me. Not in a situation like this. Because if she was soft with me, my dumb ass would have answered that phone. My dumb ass would have been like, Dara, are you for real? Wasn't nobody in your house? Promise me. Tell me you telling me the truth. Pinky, promise. Wasn't nobody there? Are you for real? Promise. It wasn't. Okay, I believe you. All right, you just Pinky. You swore on your mama. You swore on your mama, so I believe you. All right, it's okay. Well, what we doing this weekend? You coming over? Oh, yeah, I'll clear my whole calendar for you. You gonna be here? Okay. All right, I see you. I love you. And I'm sorry I just popped up at your house and I'll never do that again. If you don't answer my call the next time I call you and I call you 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times in a row and you don't answer, I just roll over and go back to sleep. I won't ride 3 hours to see what the fuck you doing. Okay? I won't do it no more. I promise. The fuck? Okay? Okay. Anyway, Deborah wasn't soft with me and I'm glad she wasn't. I'm glad she wasn't. Okay. So anyway, we didn't get to the part about the boundaries, but we way over 2 hours. We're going to talk about the boundaries tomorrow. Okay. We're going to talk about setting boundaries. Okay. But letting people get through your boundaries, push your boundaries, reset your boundaries. Because we set boundaries and then sometimes we push them back and we broaden them. You know what I'm saying? Be like, well, it's okay. I mean, I know I said that's a no, but I meant that was a maybe. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't going to break up with you right now because I'm going to let you get away with it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about boundaries tomorrow. We're going to talk about those boundaries that she said. I set strong boundaries, but I just let people think they plan on my top. But my boundaries are strong, girl. They don't even go together. They don't go together. So we're going to talk about boundaries tomorrow, okay? We're going to literally talk about setting boundaries, healthy boundaries, okay? Healthy boundaries, because you can set boundaries and you sit there and you set them bubblegum boundaries, right? We ain't going to be a Miss Season. We ain't going to set bubblegum boundaries. Tomorrow we're going to teach how to set healthy boundaries. Healthy boundaries, okay? No bubblegum boundaries on this side. None over here. I set boundaries, but I let him think he had me. I let him think he was playing on my top, but I saw what he was doing. I just didn't say nothing. Then there ain't no damn boundaries, baby, because healthy boundaries, you cut them off at the knees. You correct behavior right then and there. You don't let people think they plan on you. You cut it off. You just simply do not allow it. So we're going to talk about that tomorrow because some people wonder why they are messing up in their relationship. They wonder why things are not going well. They wonder why they man keep doing the same shit to them because you got bubblegum boundaries. That's why. Your boundaries bend, baby. And that's why you're going through what you're going through. That's why you at 50 losing 50 pounds and shit. Losing your hair and having to cut it all off and wear bundles on top of bundles on top of bundles on top of more bundles on your head because you didn't set healthy boundaries. So we're going to talk about that tomorrow. We're going to talk about healthy boundaries, okay? We're going to talk about why it's a red flag to set passive aggressive boundaries, right? Bubblegum boundaries is what I call them. You mad, but you let him slide. You mad, but you let him slide. Fuck that. That ain't no boundaries at all. And that's why people get treated bad in those relationships. We're going to talk about that tomorrow, okay, you guys? We will get back on this tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to do it tomorrow morning or tomorrow night. Probably tomorrow night because, you know, I've been and had my coffee, went to the gym, in my element. So we'll do it tomorrow, okay? Kwani said she is a whole red flag. Ain't she, though? If you enjoyed the message today, if you don't mind tipping my channel, it could be anything, $1, $2, $5, $10, $100. Anything, if you feel led to bless my channel tonight, please do so. I think one of my moderators have dropped the coffee link, or you can send a super chat or a cash app if you feel led. I do appreciate anything that you can give. I'm going to read some of your questions. She said that girl was hollering, my man, my man, my man, and he was out with everybody. But you want to know why that was so Shalandra? She gave him that right. She told him, go out there and do you. And I'm going to be home waiting for that phone call when you leave that strip club, okay? She's a fool. She should have set a boundary and said, if you go to the club, you know, I respect that or whatever. I ain't tripping if you go to the club, but baby, call me tomorrow. Don't wake me up out my sleep. Don't wake me up out my sleep after you leave the club. You know how your mama said, if you go out, if you ain't in by 2, don't come home. If you ain't in by 2, find somewhere else to stay tonight. That's what she should have been telling him. If you're going to the club without me, then call me tomorrow. Do not call me at 2, 3, 4 in the morning or whatever when you want to just blow my back out after you done been aroused by all these younger than me women and shit. You know what I'm saying? The hell? She said Simone season still wants him and he ain't thinking about nothing or nobody but Bree and the toupee. Simone, you still want him, girl? She said, Amoira, not to get off the subject, but did you hear the video of Yanti roasting E. Kane? No, I did not. I absolutely did not hear her roasting E. Kane. Friends don't let real friends crash out. Girl, what you done said? They show damn don't, child. Good friends, baby, they tell you about yourself, child. Good friends tell you about yourself. I love my friends. Baby, listen, I got another friend named Dorothy. She don't hold back either. And Michelle, they do not hold back, and I love that about them. They do not hold back. I love that about them, and I know they love me, and I know they have my best interest, baby, my best interest. They don't just tell me what I want to hear. I love it. I love these ladies. Majority of my friends are older than me. I actually, let me see. Well, only my well, okay, I got a couple of friends that are maybe a year or two younger than me, and then Candy 10 years younger than me. But majority of my friends are older than me. You know, the ones I was in the military with and things of that nature. I hung out with older people. I have a friend named Shirley that's 19 years older than me. Yep, 19 years older than me. We thought she had somebody else. She posted her new man. What happened to him? If she moved on, she wouldn't be thinking about toupee ass nigga. So I do believe that she was trying to date because that's what she said. She was going on dates, but I don't think they're together no more. She couldn't get over LaTruth. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that they are together anymore. They can't be. Because ain't no man gonna sit here and let you reminisce about your past like this. He'll be like, go to a therapist. You going online and talking about this nigga. You know what I mean? A man ain't gonna sit there and let you be talking about, I was in a manipulation ship. And when I was in a he be like, damn it, girl, I ain't dicking you down enough. Cause honey, I done made you forget about that manipulation ship. You know what I'm saying? If she had a man to take her mind off of all of this, she wouldn't even remember about the manipulation ship. Baby, it'd be so behind her. It'd be so out of her mind. She'd be like, what manipulation ship? What relationship? And she damn sure wouldn't be saying shit like, no matter if he move on or I move on, he's still my man, my man, my man. So she ain't with no man. She ain't with nobody. She's still out here talking about God showed me who he was. God turned on the light. God revealed to me his spirits, his soul, his intentions. God had to humble me. God called me to do this. Okay? She wouldn't even be talking about that. All right? She ain't got no other man. She do not have no other man. She said, y'all, I'm trying to figure out what babies in Detroit is RH talking about. Did I miss something or is he just saying anything for views? Girl, he probably just saying anything for views. He probably saying anything for views. But I don't know what you're talking about, actually. She said, child, I played victim with a man knowing damn well he did nothing to me. I sat in my shit and then had to apologize as loud as I was playing victim. Doors started opening for me. Yeah, but she wants to act like she the victim in that relationship, all because she was bamboozled. She misread the room. She literally misread the room. And that's her fault, not Robert's. She misread the room. This man was probably saying one thing behind closed doors, like, yeah, you know, we could start a business, we can get married, just give me a little bit more time to get me together. Yeah, and I'll think about marriage or whatever. She took that as face value. Oh, he gonna marry me. He said he gonna marry me. Girl, bye. She's talking about we was making plans together. We was making commitments together. And then she told somebody, you would be a fool to think that it wasn't a relationship. You would think, what she say? You gotta be a fool to think that it was nothing. You gotta be a fool to think it was just a skit. Girl, bye. The college dorm was supposed to be her second home, but now the Charmin is occupying her space. Yeah, hey, Oliver, did she come out here and tell people she got 2 locations now? She did. She said, I got the home and now we got this place. We got 2 locations. Girl, okay. 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 She said, it's what you do. See what hurt. That's why she told you to leave. Okay, I'm not sure what that means. Anyway, she said, who's going to prison? Girl, I know you done heard that story before, child. I done told her a couple of times, honey. Listen, thank God for friends, okay? Thank God for good friends. Good friends. Hold on, I'm gonna read a couple more of you guys' comments. She said 2 narcissists should be together. Little do she know she was talking about herself. She said 2 narcissists should be together. Okay, I don't know if I got that far. She's dangerous. She lied with a straight face. She sure does. And called me the biggest liar. Girl, bye. You the biggest liar. And your ass got manipulated. Let me tell you something. I ain't never been in no manipulation ship. I don't know what about y'all? Have y'all ever been in a manipulation ship? Manipulation ship. If I was in a manipulation ship, I damn sure didn't spend 2.5 years in a manipulation ship. I was in a manipulation ship. Girl, bye. That's a new one. Oh, coming from a woman that can't be manipulated. Girl, bye. Robert was not happy. Hold on. Robert not happy either. It's very clear this man is unstable, moving strangers in his home, away in the bar, drinking, just sad. Yep. She said, no, Robert's not happy. Robert fumbled his family. He'll forever remember that. No matter what, he'll forever remember he fumbled his family for internet people. For internet people. Seems like he broke up with her the way she can't get over him. Yeah, so the way that she keeps yelling, I left, I left, I left, to me, just like the way she keeps yelling, I heal, I'm healed, I'm healed. If you got to keep telling people you heal, you're not healed. And the way you got to keep telling people, you remember how Robert kept saying, I fouled, I fouled, I failed, I fouled, I failed, I failed, I fouled, I failed, I failed. If you got to keep telling people that mean that's not exactly true. Not true that he didn't foul, but he know that Bree paid for a divorce package first and he talked her out of it and then he went and filed. But initially, Brianna wanted the divorce. He wanted the divorce, but Brianna went and did the paperwork and he said, can we pray about it? Can we pray about this? But yeah, I found. So the fact that she keep hollering, I left, that makes me, well, even when she came out and started talking about, I'll marry him. Cause he the type of guy that I will marry. He sure is. He sure is the type of guy I would marry him. Yes, I will. I would definitely marry him. He's the marriage type. How? Why? Because he was married before? Girl, you sound goofy. I definitely will. I would marry him. He's the type of man that I would marry. Hold on, I'm trying to get to. I think she got that in here. Okay, so she did this April the 5th. She did this video April the 5th when she hollered, I'll marry him. He the type of man that I will marry. That was on April the 5th. But yet she claimed they broke up in February. But in April, she was looking pretty freaking awesome, out drinking drinks and telling all her business, right? And if you must know, that man came to me and he looked like he had PTSD. You heard me. You heard me. That man, oh, Jesus. The Holy Spirit just spoke to me. Give me a second. Let me see what he said. Let me see what he said. Do videos. Call him out, but don't call him out. Okay, Lord, I hear you. I hear you, Lord. I hear you. I hear you, Lord. I hear you. I hear you, Lord. I hear you. Okay, Lord, I got you. I know, Lord, you call me. You call me, Lord. I got you. That man, the Holy Spirit just told me, and I didn't even want to come out here and tell y'all this. But he presented the look of a man, but the mind of a child. That's what she should have said. That man came to me hurt and traumatized. This man had PTSD. The man was married and missing his wife. You were supposed to step aside, but you was too clueless to realize. Y'all don't know how we was down in the trenches. Honey, it was plenty of nights, plenty of days. We was locked up and shut up in this house down in the trenches. No, he didn't cry or nothing like that, but baby, you best believe Only me, him, and God know how we was in those trenches, how I was trying to convince him not to go back to Brianna and leave his children and just pay child support. But he wouldn't listen. He wouldn't listen at all. Y'all just don't know how much I tried to get through his head. We was shut in for days. I was there for that man, and I was loyal to that man. So yes, if you must know, yes, if he give me a ring, I would marry him. I would, because he's the type of man that I will marry. Yes, I will. And we'll run off to Belize together and live happily ever after. I would definitely marry him. That was on April the 5th. In July, she was delivered. She was delivered from the spirits. God had to show me his spirits. God had to humble me and show me his spirits. God had to break me down like an M16 and show me his spirits. And now I know. And now she like, do I ever want to get married? I used to want to get married, but now I don't. I really don't. I don't think so, because I don't want to have to conform and change my ways and think about other people before I think about myself. I'm happy with being single now. Girl, bye. Better get you a toy. Stay away from these narcs. She better learn about narcissists so this shit won't happen no more. Okay? Okay? She said it looks like she's thinking all that. Yeah, she is. Right now, she thinking. What was I thinking? Girl, you wasn't. She tried to boost up a not shit man. That's right, Kia. He was not shit before her, during her, and after her. She definitely feels stupid. That part. He was a not shit man. He was a kept man. He was a house husband. Okay? He was a mom dad. He was a stay-at-home dad. Stop playing. Hey, Saga AI girl, what's going on? He said it out of his own mouth. He was a house husband, he was Mrs. LaTruth husband. He was Mrs. LaTruth husband. He was a kept man. And she tried to clean him up, dress him up, and make him look good. He talking about, talk to me nice, talk to me nice, talk to me nice, talk to me nice. When he let her almost break her neck on that curve that day, I knew 1,000,000% that that man didn't care for her. Ain't no man gonna let a woman that he cares for almost break her damn neck on no sidewalk. A man that care for you would lay down and be the bridge for you to step over. Ain't no way he would have let her step off that shit by herself. And what that man said, she athletic, she'll bounce back. She got this. And she walked up to him and grabbed his arm, his elbow area. You remember that? To hold on to him. This man left her. She was about to break her mother effing neck. When I played that video right there, that was all she should have saw. She should have been like, God damn, this man was willing for me to break my neck. Literally break my neck. She's saying, play it. Girl, I don't know where that video at. I got to start naming these videos. I find it and put it on a video tomorrow. A shorter video, because it's on one of my long stream videos. But this man almost made her break her neck. Well, he didn't almost make her, but the reason why I blame him is because he didn't even walk the proper way. You know, like real men don't do what he did. Cross a damn curb with a woman with heels on. They go the long way. You know what I'm saying? Or they say, baby, stay right here. And they go get the car and they pull it up. But he was too busy being on social media. He didn't give a damn if she broke her neck, her toe, her leg, her hips, or nothing. He didn't even care. That should have told her everything. That should have told her this man don't care about me. And she probably didn't even say shit to him about talking about something. We don't argue. He would have got cussed the fuck out that day. See, that's why she ain't got him now. God damn it, we got to read that book. We gotta read that book. Why men love bitches. Because she should have been a bitch when she got in that car. She shouldn't have had to be, but she should have been one. She crazy. We ain't never argued. You didn't cuss him out for walking over the curb and you almost failed? Are you kidding me? Anyway. Any damn way. Don't say nothing to the troll if that's who that is. Let her talk to herself. Let her feel important, okay? Let her talk to herself. Let her feel important. But anyway, again, that should have been flag number 51. This man did not grab me by my hand and help me down. This man didn't even walk me down the proper place. He didn't do any of that. That man didn't care for her. He cared for that camera. Robert cares more about the camera than he cares about any woman. Any woman. Even the ones that was doing the most call themselves defending him. That man don't care about not one of them over there. Not one. Not one. Not one. Absolutely not one. A person that care about you will try to even say, you know what, I don't like to see y'all doing this. I don't remember when they used to get in arguments all the time. He ain't get no fucks. He ain't come out here and say, hey, y'all, I really don't like to see y'all doing this. You know, y'all need to make up or whatever. You know, can y'all work this out on the back end? And he didn't get no cares. He didn't get no shit. He didn't care. Did not care. And he don't care what's going on with them now. They spazzing out. Spazzing. Let's gang up. Let's be coyotes and let's attack. Let's attack like coyotes because we can't stand on our own. We don't know how. We got to stay in pack. Stay in pack now. Come on. March, live, right, live. Live, right, live. Live, right, live. Come on. Get in unison. Live, right, live. Don't get out of line now. Don't get out of line. Let's stay in packs. Let's stay in packs. Bullshit. Fuck a pack. Fuck a pack. Fuck a pack. If he cared even a little bit, he would let them know, ooh, Lord, you look bad. You look thirsty. You look bothered. You look worried. You look jealous. You look like them views is gangster leaning. You know what I mean? Anyway, she said Oliver, that lady who she commented to, knew that was her on the panel, and Valencia tried to say it was the fan club, and she came on the panel later. Yes, we knew who that was. I'm talking about she's a liar, my ass. She said, you know what? Robert has been trying to prove his fake ass celebrity image to the net for so long. I don't think he knows how to do real life. No, he don't. He really think he's a celebrity in real life. RH don't care about his own flesh. Girl, what you done said. She said RH don't care about his own flesh and blood. So that should know he doesn't give a damn about them. They should know he don't give a damn about them. Absolutely. That man don't care about his own flesh and blood. This man that cut off his daughter. He didn't cut off his sister. Hell, if his mama was still alive, he'll probably cut her off too. The hell? He'll cut her off too. That man don't care about his flesh and blood. So can't nobody, no woman out here really think that this man care about her. You know? He over there got Jerry Curl doing him a manicure. He thinks he's a king or something like, dude, this is how roof over his head. Listen, that's what he do. He had these women cater to him on camera, right? Because he want to be looked like as the man. These women take care of me. I don't do shit for them. That's how he embarrassed the dog shit out of Miss Season. He had her do the same shit. And then, you know, and do y'all realize he be doing the same skits with all the women? The skits that he did with Brianna, he did it with with Vivica. The same skits he did with Vivica, he gonna do with Amoira. And then when Amoira leave, he gonna do skits with another woman. He does the same ass skits over and over and over with each woman. Man, please get out of here. Them skits be so lame. Bye, Rita. Good night, baby. She said, I knew he didn't care about nothing but the camera when he put it on bro and them stairs when, Bree and them stairs when she was broken. That's when I started despising him. Exactly. And that was his wife. She said, if it wasn't recently saved by the Lord, I whoop all y'all bitches that's been putting y'all mouth on me for weeks. I just want to win. Damn y'all. What? I don't know who this is, but it sound like I don't know if this person is delusional or lost. I think they might be lost. I think you might be on the wrong side of the railroad tracks. You're supposed to be on the other side, the negative side. So I need you to go on to the negative side. We ain't about that shit over here, okay? We don't sell fake ass wolf tickets, threatening people online. We don't do that. If we're going to do something, we do it in real life. Threatening people online is for the weak, okay? Only weak motherfuckers threaten people online. So I think you in the wrong chat, okay? All right. So go type in the right chat, baby, because you in the wrong one. People that come in your chat and say you'll whoop everybody's ass, you just a weak one. So go ahead on now. She said, Sage, Saga, Bree was just hoping someone would take his mind off of her, and no one has accomplished that yet. Nobody, baby. Nobody. She said wine and medication talk. Exactly. Wine and medication, baby. She said, I've seen that name several times before. Yeah, they're in the wrong chat. They're in the wrong chat. But don't fight with them in here. That's what they want. Let them go fight on their community wall. Go tear that community wall up, child. She said, I think they were being sarcastic, but no one was on that. No, I don't think they being sarcastic. I think that's somebody that fights on their community wall, sell wolf tickets on their community wall. Hey, anyway, but today has been a good live, and we're gonna keep it as such. All right. He never does acts of service for any woman. Absolutely not. He don't do no damn acts of service. Acts of service from him. You think he'll do something like that, girl? Why? Anyway, let me read the super chats. Now, I did have a few people join members tonight. Lisa, thank you so very much. Sonia is it Alexandra? I think that's what it's supposed to be. But thank you so much for joining memberships. Thank you, Big Sis Glenn. She said, hey, more Mott and chat sisters. Hey, girl. Thank you, Popeye Chicken. Thank you, Miss B. Amor, your wisdom is something to marvel at. That is too funny, but thank you, girl. Thank you. No, let me stop. Thank you, honey, but it is, right? Rita, thank you, baby. She said, talk about it, Amor. Teach them, girl. And we'll. Thank you, vibing with TC. Hey, goat. Stay on their next speak and break down them facts. See you in 2 weeks. That's right, girl. Can't wait to see you, baby. Can't wait to see you. Thank you. Thank you, Candy. She said, buy more a Coke, a drop, a till, super chat. Every sip and every till fuse the sass and the smoke. Show love at the coffee link. Thank you so much, Candy. Appreciate you. Thank you, Tammy B. She said, speak 100% on everything. Thank you, girl. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Ashley, again. Keep doing your thing, sis and will. And thank you, Ashley, again. And thank you, Ashley, again. And thank you, Ashley, again. She says, just paying the tithes. LOL. And thank you, Ashley, again. And thank you, Ashley, again. She said, talk about it. We don't support each other. Girl, don't let them people get to you, honey. Child. Don't let them get to you. Some people are, child. Oh, Lord. Ooh, I almost did it. I almost went there. Girl, don't let them people get to you, honey. Thank you, though. I appreciate you, baby. You know what we talked about earlier, honey. But thank you, Candy. She calls herself trying to call me out for meeting my husband on social media. I got a ring after a year, boo-boo kitty. She got played like an old fool after 2.5 years. Ain't that the damn truth? Okay, that part. Thank you, Candy. Thank you, Carmelita, Do Poop, J. Lou. She said, play it. I'll find it and I'll make a video out of it. And thank you, Popeye's Chicken. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. I appreciate you guys. Listen, I said 2 hours. Where we at? I said 2 hours. Wait a minute. She said chopping it up. Apologies. Didn't mean to time you out. Oh, wait a minute. Is chopping it up is a supporter? Is she a supporter? I thought she was being funny. Is she not being funny? Because that's how I read it. Anyway. She said, I think the name been in here. She joking Amoira. She's been here. Oh, really? Hey, y'all better tell me. She said, Amoira, I gotta add my new debit card. Someone broke in my truck at work, stole everything, even my gun. Damn. But I'm rocking and rolling with you, sis. Thank you so much, Miss Go Getter. I appreciate you, baby. And I hope everything work out for you. You get your stuff back, or God give you tenfold. Cause baby, thieves will be thieves. Good Lord. She said, chopping it up, we'll have your ass in jail by noon, bitch. We didn't fight, but we'll drop charges on your ass or flatline your ass the fuck. Hey, wait a minute, right? I think they said she's safe. I think they said she all right. Raya, baby, she ready to throw guns. Listen, she like, shit, girl. Don't come in here with this bullshit. Listen, I'm telling you, my loud talkers are funny, baby. Somebody said, Raya, she one of us. She one of us. This shit is funny. Hey, Raya said, you better speak now, forever hold your damn peace, baby. That shit is funny. Oh my gosh. She said, I was trying to tell you. She said, Oliver fam. Oh, my bad. I thought she said she'll be Hey, Raya said, oh, my bad. I thought she said she'll beat all of our asses. Sorry. Oh my God. That shit is too funny. Y'all remember a long time ago when I used to do these lives and we didn't know who was friendly or who was foe? And some of the friendlies got cussed out. Man, that shit used to be funny. When it be like, oh, my bad. I didn't know. My bad. I'm sorry. You remember. Hold on. Let me take that back. Because you remember I used to cuss them out real bad. I had to stop doing that because, baby, I done cussed out a couple of members on accident. I done cussed out a couple of members on accident back in the day. Be like, bitch, you that. No, 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 I support you. I said, oh, okay, my bad. Oh, Lord, this shit is funny. This whole thing is nothing but hilarious. You hear me? I'm talking about straight ass hilarious. Hilarious. She said, the more that used to be so funny. I know, boy. And then when they used to try to come up on the panel, boy, we used to give it to them. We used to give it to them. Look how we done grown, honey. Growth look good, don't it? Woo, child. Some people will never grow. They'll fight them community walls forever. Bitch, suck it, suck this, suck that, bitch, 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 bitch. Boy, they be tearing them damn community walls up. I swear to God, baby. Woo, jeez. Be threatening people on community walls and shit. I don't do that shit, Lord. Thank you for elevation. Thank you for elevation, baby. She said, I said she was being sarcastic. You said, nah, she wasn't. I didn't read it. Is she still here or did Vanessa get rid of her? Vanessa, did you bring her back? They would say, look, she talks to her own people. Look how she taught her own people. I know it was on accident, but some of I'm glad our people understood, baby. I'm glad our people understood. She said, we was ruthless and wasn't standing for no nonsense. Okay, we was so ruthless. Hey, if you came over here, you would get it, boy. And some of them used to literally come over here just to get cussed out. And literally they be like, I got cussed out over there, y'all. Hey, I didn't arrive. My name was mentioned. I got cussed out over there, remember? She said they be on their community walls telling me God gonna get me. Okay, God gonna get all of us. Okay. She said you can support this channel by sending. Oh, thank you, QC. She said, hey, Louds, I'm late, but I'm here. Hey, Miss Bonner, girl, you about almost 3 hours late. I'm up here talking about I don't want to do a 3-hour live. Lord Jesus. She said, okay, these people have been hollering bitch for almost 3. And guess what? Guess what, Miss Go Getter? They're gonna be doing the same thing in 3 more years. You bet. Bet in 3 more years. In 3 more years. Okay. Fighting with the community walls. Okay. She said, damn, I was behind. Was you? She said they were ruthless. Yes, girl. She said I was on the clock running up the bag. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Make your money, money, honey, honey. You don't want to be another Sierra out here making excuses. No, we make money. We don't make excuses. We ain't got time to be making no excuses. We make money. Stop playing. We have grown and I love our growth and support. Yes, I absolutely. And I want to say that I love our support. Okay. I really do. I love our support. I love our growth. I love our sisterhood. You know, no matter how bad somebody want to hate on it or whatever the case, you know what I mean? We don't care. We ignore that stuff or whatever. Oh, goddamn, I just spilled some water. We don't care. We ignore it when we want to. And if we want to say some slick, we do, but we keep it moving or whatever. We don't fight with chihuahuas or shit like lost souls. We don't do that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? But we still laugh at their goofy asses. Ain't nothing wrong with laughing, baby. Hey, laughing is good for the soul, for real, for real. No, laughing is really good for the soul. But ain't nobody got time to be busting no veins in the necks. She said with veins in the necks. Exactly, not getting paid a dime. Exactly. Ain't nobody got time to be getting a horse in the in the throat. She said we don't fight with exactly. We don't fight with them no more, Oliver. Absolutely don't. I just spilled this water. I hope the keyboard don't. Hope it don't nothing happen to the keyboard. No, we don't fight no more. We don't do that. We don't even talk back to them. We don't do that. Let them do what they do. She said Amoira is celebrating her birthday. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm celebrating my birthday all month, you guys. All month is my birthday month. October to every day. This is my birthday month, you guys. So yeah, we trying to do it big this month. We trying to do it big. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. So if you wanna go on and give your girl a birthday gift or whatever, you can hit the link and gift your girl a birthday gift. Okay. Okay. She said, I finally decided to turn them loose. I'm tired. Saka said she turning them loose, girl. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. She said, I bought her back. You bought who back? Oh, you did? You bought what was her name? Chopping it up back. She said the people under the stairs will always be a roach. Okay. Y'all remember that song I used to play? Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up right quick, girl. We used to have some fun on. Let me see if I can still play that song. Ooh. I don't know if it was on this page or the other one. Let me see if I have it on here. Girl, we used to have so much fun until certain people start doing left, baby. We used to have so much fun. Let me see. Ooh, did I delete it? Ooh, what is this? Oh, okay. I'll play that one another day. But where was the one that I did about? I think I deleted it because I was yeah, I think I deleted that one. And I think I know why. Damn, I don't see it. You know what? I wonder was it on I think on Facebook things may delete on their own. Cause now that I'm thinking about it. Anyway, but I don't see it. But it was one of them videos where it actually had this song, That's a Roach or something like that. I can't even think of how it went, but it was funny as hell. I don't even see it. I think they changed our but anyway, I don't see it. It ain't there no more. I probably deleted it when I was trying to move on. I deleted a lot of stuff off this page, so I don't see it. But it was long time ago anyway. But baby, that shit was funny. I'm talking about hella funny. To me anyway. Yeah, I think they deleted it. It just automatically comes off. Yeah. But that's when we was talking about everybody, child. Then everybody could get it back then. Remember? Nobody was exempt. I'm talking about everybody, but I don't even see the video. But it's probably good that I don't play it. But it was funny. But anyway, I don't have it. She said, we got 8 more days of the reunion of what we were here, but I love that we've been growing since July of 22. Can God is so good. God is absolutely so good. You hear me? 8 more days until it make 3 years. But we have definitely grown. I mean, definitely grown. Cause y'all know we used to be so girl, we was hell. We was hell. We was hell. But I don't want to leave the month of October, even though it's my birthday month. It is also Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Y'all do know I am a breast cancer survivor, and I'm sure we have other breast cancer survivors in there. So for the rest of this month, and it's also Domestic Violence Month. Now, I don't know why they put domestic violence in the same month as breast cancer awareness. That's crazy. But for the rest of this month, if you guys don't mind, can we drop pink and purple hearts in the chat for our DV survivors and also our BC survivors? Okay. So if you can remember, when I come on live from now on, I'll just ask you guys to flood the chat with pink and purple hearts. Purple is for domestic violence, and pink is for breast cancer awareness. Okay. It's for breast cancer awareness. And if you are not doing your checking and doing your screenings, please start. Do not wait too late to get screened or check your own selves, okay? For knots, nodules, bumps, whatever the case may be, okay? And I do want to do something. I asked earlier in the group, did anybody want to come share their story? I know people don't want to be doxxed and stuff like that. And a lot of people have jumped in my inbox and said, I don't want to be doxxed and this, that, and the other. Okay. If you want to tell a story, you can. And before you come on the panel, you can change your name and you do not have to cam up. That's if you wish to tell your story and don't want to be doxxed. You know what I'm saying? Just change your name. I can show you how to, you can change your name right on your avatar and you can still come and share your story. All right. A DV story, or even if you want to do a cancer survivor story, just let me know. Reach out to me and let me know when you would like to come share your story. And you can definitely do that on this channel. We'll just set aside a day and allow you guys to tell stories. You know, we used to do it all the time, right? And then we got back in the swing in the thick of things. Okay. We got back in the thick of things. And then I was like, okay, it wasn't a good look for the page. She said, I will share mine or more my cancer journey. Okay. Batty K, either send me a message on Facebook or either email me at talkaboutitwithamora@gmail.com. Talk about it with Amora@gmail.com. And just let me know a good day to do it. Now, we leave on the 23rd and we'll be back on the 27th. But if you could do it before the 23rd, that would be great. That would be excellent. Okay. Just let me know before the 23rd when you would like to do it. And if anybody else want to share theirs, you absolutely can. All right. That would be wonderful. And if somebody want to share their DV story, they could do that as well. All right. We raise hell, but we still love on each other. We love people in general. We just don't like them fake pretenders. Okay. We don't like these mofo pretenders that they, holy rollers and shit when we know that they was goddamn in the thick of it. Okay. All right. Yeah, so anyway, love y'all. Love all my supporters. We still growing and glowing over here, and I'm happy about it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing gonna stop us ever. You hear me? Nothing, nothing, nothing. Nobody can ever silence our voices. And I've said that before. We speak on whatever we want to speak on. Anybody that thought that they was silencing us, I hope they choke. Okay, choke on their spit while they screaming. Why they saying, bitch, 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 you a bitch, you a bitch, you a bitch. We don't give a damn. Okay? No one can silence us. Big Bree is the reason we a sisterhood family now. That's right. Big Bree is the reason. Big Bree is the reason. She is. She says, now I think I know who you are chopping it up. I don't even know who chopping it up is, but she ain't gotta reveal it. She ain't gotta reveal it. She says, Miss D, I thought I saw her. Not 100% sure though. Anyway. Love y'all. Hit that thumbs up button, share the live. We will come back tomorrow night and we will talk about boundaries, healthy boundaries, not bubblegum boundaries, okay? We're going to do a comparison of what bubblegum boundaries is versus what healthy boundaries are, and we're going to stay away from making bubblegum boundaries, okay? We're going to leave that for Miss Season and her crew. We're not going to make no bubblegum boundaries over here because we want healthy relationships. We want men to take us serious. We want men to know that we do not put up with this whatsoever, okay? So bubblegum versus healthy boundaries tomorrow, okay? Now, I'll probably come live during the day because that's what I've been doing, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Child, you know, it's on and popping this month. Y'all already know what it is, all right? She said, Amor, are you still going to change your outro music? Child, I do, but they saying, you got to put it on an MP4 and do this and do that. I'm like, God damn. But yeah, I'm still going to change it. I just haven't done it yet. Yeah, I'm still going to change it, but I just haven't done it yet. But people have told me they didn't want me to change it. She said they're still over there calling us bees. They'll be all right. Maybe they'll choke on a bee. One day they're going to say, bee. They better choke on that bee. You hear me? Anyway, ain't nobody worried about them. Hopefully they sleep good at night. Okay? She said, Amor, don't change it. See, look at Vanessa. Some people telling me not to change my outro. I had people in my inbox saying, no, don't change it. Keep the outro the same. Keep it. Keep it. She said the other night you just left us without it. You know what I did? Because I don't know. I guess StreamYard must have did an update and knocked it out. So I had to put it back in there. I had to literally put it back in there as the outro. I literally did. And I was like, damn, it ain't playing. Yeah, but yeah, they did me dirty that day. They did me dirty that day. But anyway, love y'all so very much. And we're going to talk tomorrow. See y'all. Bye. Here comes the outro.
Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our names.
She kept talking about that family.
Hoes over there.
She kept talking about that family. 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 That family. She kept talking about that family. Talking about that family.
These motherfuckers got me want to listen on them. Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our names.